Tell Rihanna Don, you feel me? Hey, this the platform, bitch. Hey, this that platform shit. Yeah, who's the best when it comes to this game? If you with the Mortal Kombat, I'ma leave you in flames. It's the platform, I knock a bitch right out of their shoes. A street fighter till I die, I hit like Ken and Ryu. I punish niggas like Tekken 007 with a weapon. Teach a fuckboy a lesson, I'm double dragon, no wrestling. Shoot the 3 and cross you over, you can call me 2K. And the devil may cry 1,000 times, but watch what you say. Because this is my Call of Duty, so by now you should know me. Cut a motherfucker in half and then slide out like Shinobi. Steal your car and catch a charge, fuck it, this Grand Theft Auto. Double dribble around a nigga and let the blood stain follow. This the platform, yeah, this the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah, this that platform shit. This the platform, yeah, this the platform, bitch. This the platform, yeah.
All right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the platform, episode 220. I wish it was episode 420, but that's neither here nor there. What's going on? Yo, we are talking today PlayStation and some cross-gen woes. I know some dudes is they need hugs, and we got them for you today. Also, E3. We're talking a little bit of that. We're trying to get the hype going for that shit, even though some people have lost hype forever. But we're going to talk about that. We're also going to talk about some other little hidden gems here and there. Dynasty Warriors and some other shit. So let's get into our introductions in no particular order, starting with Big Mike. What's up, man? You okay, bruh?
Fine. What's up?
You sure you
How we
okay?
doing?
You sure you okay?
Oh, totally fine. I've had a great, week and looking for the weekend. Been playing some good games. I finished It Takes Two, working on Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, and I played this Final Fantasy Battle Royale game that they promoted a while back.
I saw how shitty it was.
That shit is booty cheeks.
Dude, that shit is super cheeks like a motherfucker, man. I saw you post
that. One round. I finished one round. I deleted that shit. I was like, I'm done with this.
What up, Star Lord? What up, Game in Despair? They said, "Where's my dude, Prison Mike?" Just don't drop the soap, bruh. All right, so I see that Final Fantasy game, man. I couldn't believe how ungodly cheeks it is, dude. That shit.
Super cheeks.
I'm like, you know what?
I'm good. I know.
I'm super good, man. If that's what's coming, that shit is trash.
It's on mobile.
Trash. So anyway,
hey, as you would say, it's probably a great toilet game. Sit there and just play.
It ain't even that. I'd rather match 3 than fuck with that shit. All right, well, welcome, Big Mike, man. Welcome. Next up, we have the Rage Queen, Cool Cat Terry. What's up, Terry? You look calm today. You look super calm today.
Like most days, man.
No, some days you have that Dragon Ball Z angry aura, but today you're
calm like a cucumber.
I feel like I come in here calm, and then Mike makes me mad. So that's usually what happens.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
True.
But, I've been doing pretty good. I've just been playing it. I played some Biomutant. I think I hit level 20 or something like that. 21. I'm in there. I got some more tribes taken care of. I got the bow now, which is amazing. I love the bow. And I found a secret cave with a legendary 2-handed fire sword, so that's freaking epic. So that's been going well. And then I also have been playing SnowRunner quite a bit as well with some friends, and we've been having some fun, just screwing around and making fun of each other as we completely, screw up in that game. Either we're getting stuck or we're rolling down sides of mountains and shit. It's a freaking mess.
Open your eyes, Terry. There's no road.
The whole game is no road.
I know, that's true. It's just like all fucking snow. Like, it's just literally
Well, right now we haven't gotten to the snow parts. We're just stuck in the mud.
Okay, you're mud level right now. Okay, yeah, because when you get to that snow part, you might as well rage quit, because it's gonna be fucked up for real. It's worse than the mud. So, But yeah, I like that game. Actually, surprisingly, you think that it's super casual, like you wouldn't like it, but it's actually got some like difficult shit, like to figure out how to get maneuvering in that game. It's like it's really difficult. Wraith, he said the Emperor is here. What's up, Wraith man? What's going on? All right, well, welcome Terry, welcome. And last but not least, we got Bad Bella. What's up, Bad Bella? What's going on? How you doing? What you been playing?
I've been getting organized as always because I'm such a I don't know, man. It's hard to get organized, bro. Online and off. Like I cannot keep up with half of this shit. But I've been playing a lot of Knockout City and Valorant, and that's literally it. Damn. Nothing else.
You just been PvP, PvP, PvP.
Right. Non-stop. Like it's been my addiction this week. So that's it though.
Knockout City is my shit. Like
same here, Bella.
Knockout City is like the sweatiest, most fucking.
It's fun.
So fun, so addictive.
Yeah, Knockout City shocked me. It shocked me because how good it really is and how tight the controls are. So I was like, okay, I guess if you get wrecked, you just got wrecked. It ain't about bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Rafe said it's a 7 out of 10, but Rafe's a hater though.
Man, I wish you should. I wish you had been on our stream there, Daddy. Me and Rafe playing It Takes Two.
Oh,
he was impersonating.
Shit, I can't even imagine.
He was impersonating you like the whole time.
I know he was. He was like, "That's tragic." I know he was.
No, like, every time we get hit like by a boss, he's like, "Oh fuck!" He'd be like making noise like, "Oh fuck! Fuck you, man! Oh fuck!"
That's because "fuck" is ingrained in my goddamn vocabulary. Fuck you. See right there. See. Welcome, Bella. What's up, everybody? I'm Dan the Man. I'm the host here at the platform, and I've also been I'm a Biomutant. Shit, like literally, I've been playing the shit out of Biomutant. I played some Days Gone this week because I had to. I said, "Fuck it." I've been playing so much Biomutant. I'm like, I forgot about Days fucking Gone. I only played that game for like 10 goddamn minutes. So I played that, and what was the other one that I had played? It was a super shitty game I was trying.
Power Washer Simulator?
No, it was on Game Pass. It was a game on Game Pass. It was one of them dummy fucking games. I was like, let me just shoot at the fucking air and just see if it, like let me just blindly shoot a game and see what it's like. And it was super fucking shitty. I'm trying to remember the name of it. It had
not good for.
Yeah, it was like all I could see. Slime Rancher. That's what it was.
Oh yeah, I've seen
Slime Rancher.
Yeah, Slime Rancher. I was just like, what?
That game was super popular a few years back.
Yeah, it's like my nephew used to
why.
play the shit out of it.
I couldn't understand.
My nephew used to play the shit out of that in Roblox. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like,
Slime Rancher was really big for.
It was gigantic.
You know.
That's why I wasn't too sad when it popped up because you could do kind of like a randomized kind of like get a game on Game Pass, and that's what I did. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take the plunge. Slime Rancher, so let's try it, and I was thoroughly not amused.
Depressed.
I was depressed. What up, Brandon? Man, so Danny always like gotcha games. Fuck you. Star-Lord
slow going though, like those kind of games are super slow going. You gotta get a lot of stuff before you start. It starts to get really, really involved.
It was like only thing I kept telling myself is I want to fucking finish that mission in Biomutant while I was fucking playing it. Like literally, I was just like it was like my care levels was at like 0% for the game when I was playing because I just was so preoccupied with everything else. You said Star-Lord said Days Gone is meh.
Disagree with that.
We got haters in the world.
Exactly.
Who knew? Who knew Star-Lord was a hater?
I like Days Gone.
Days Gone was pretty good. It's pretty good so far. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm not sure. I guess because
I can imagine. I like when the horde's coming after you. I bet you're going, oh fuck.
No,
Jesus
I was like,
oh, fuck.
actually, I was like, That was real. That was
You're
my
what?
sound. I said, ah! That's all I did. That's all I did. And run.
I want to see you stream it because I can imagine like your expression, man.
Dude, there was too many fucking zombies and I ended up rage quitting, so whatever. Alright, let's get into it. Yeah, as the title states, there's a lot of, I should say, unnecessary hurt out there with PlayStation. Because I feel like it's a nothing issue, and this is kind of like
So it was a nothing issue.
The MO of kind of like what systems do anyway. But we'll talk about it, and that is the cross-generation right now is kind of a huge topic within the gaming community, And you know what? We kind of said this. We talked about it with Cyberpunk, and there were some things that we were like, you know what? It just really should not fucking come out on last-gen systems. And
Yep.
I'm surprised at all of the cross-gen that Sony has. Because I feel like, yes, there are some that should be cross-gen just because everybody's trying to adopt a new system. And sometimes it takes about a year for everybody to kind of move over to the new platform. But man, the plans that PlayStation has, like from here on out, is super weird because it's all cross-gen. like literally, the only games that hasn't been confirmed for cross-gen, like at this point, is like what Ghostwire, right? That's not confirmed for cross-gen. I think that's full next-gen. What else is there? I mean, you got God of War. Fucking is Uncharted being planned or developed or anything?
There's nothing. Nobody said anything on Uncharted, but I know Ratchet and Clank is full PS5.
It is not. You telling lies, dude?
I am not,
dude. It is. I am not, dude. Did you?
You want to make a bet? Would you want to? You want to make a bet?
Is Ratchet and Clank coming out for PS4?
No, it's not.
It's just a PS5 exclusive.
It is a PS5 only exclusive.
Okay,
like see. Returnal.
Like Returnal. So it is not coming out for PS4.
Right.
Let's see.
I was like, I'll be glad to take some of your lies. You want?
I ain't betting it.
I'm waiting for them to say different because that's what
I'm waiting on. Because it's like
they said God of War was going to be a PS5 game.
No, they didn't. They never said that.
They did.
I'm gonna tell you when they did say it, and they didn't say it like specifically. And you're right, Big Mike. It is PS5 only. But now hold on, Jim Ryan during that same interview when they was asking, hold on, when they were talking about God of War, right? And he said he was talking about how generations matter and how that they believe in generations and that people will finally be able to experience the games on new generations, right? Is that
we talked about this?
I know
we talked about this a while because this is where it stemmed from when we called him Lion Ryan or
right when the ponies was hurt. I remember when ponies was
hurt. He first said and before he retook it back his statement.
He said that makes no sense.
Whatever. You know what I meant.
Recanted?
Yeah,
the term is recanted.
I couldn't think of it.
Retook is like that's like a super move or something. Retook.
Oh, whatever. He recanted because what he originally said before he recanted is this: we don't believe in generations, like cross-gen games. Then
So if you go and you say you don't believe in cross-gen, and then you go and talk about the new God of War. That's going to make everybody think.
That's what I'm saying. In that same interview, it appeared. I'm not saying that's what he said, Big Mike. I'm just saying the layman, right? The person
had a quote where he said.
Right, the quotes and the way that the article was presented, right? Jim Ryan was talking about the future, not the past.
Right.
He was talking about the future. Right, and God of War was a topic in there. And
God of War's a topic,
right. And he talked about Ragnarok and how he didn't say Ragnarok, but he did say if he said future God of War titles. He was talking about God of War and other franchises, not just God of War. But the way he was insinuating was that the next generation was the main focus for
Right.
Sony at that point when it comes to games, right?
Then he recanted when we saw
Right.
Spider-Man. Then when we saw Spider-Man Miles Morales.
It was like literally right up that interview. It was like,
But-
fuck all of what he
when it-
said. Everything's goddamn cross-gen. Everything's gonna be made for older shit. And you know what? And listen, I am scared to death to see what these games are gonna be like on some cross-gen
I'm not.
shit.
I mean, we just saw what Horizon Forbidden West looks like. It looks fucking fantastic.
That was on PS5 though. That wasn't PlayStation 4 version. So let's get it correct here. Before you go super far, because you like to feed the ethos the wrong information. Let's just be correct here.
I saw trailers also for
shown
PS4
on
version.
PS5. It was not shown on PS4. It was shown on PS5.
Yes.
So the PS4 version is like so fucking dark. They won't even show you.
True.
They won't even show you. Send me a link for the PS4 footage.
I remember watching it on one of the YouTube videos.
Send me a link for the PS4 footage of the New Horizon, Big Mike.
And it was gameplay you saw, Mike, not like just some mock trailer.
Might have been a mock trailer, but I saw
now he's just like fucking. He got a way out. He got a way out. No, they will not show that PS4 version, and I'm gonna tell you why.
I think it's gonna look fine.
It's the problem with. There's no way in fucking hell, right, that PlayStation can run like
with all the improvements. With all the improvements on the physics and stuff that they're able to do now with the PS5 version,
there's no fucking way, man.
The PS4, I mean, a lot of that stuff that we're excited that we have now, they probably got the cut on the PS4 version.
There's no way. Like the way Cyberpunk ran, and the reason why I keep doubling back on Cyberpunk, right? Because yes, Cyberpunk looked good, but you know what? I'm gonna be straight honest with you. It don't look better than fucking Horizon did. You know what I'm saying? Like Horizon looks better than Cyberpunk to me. Even though I capped so hard for Cyberpunk, I love that game and shit. But it does not look better. Horizon looks better. So if PlayStation 4 was fucking chucking blood, right, trying to run Cyberpunk, there is no fucking way in hell that the way that it looks right now is going to look like that on PlayStation 4. It's just not, man.
I disagree.
What? You disagree?
I think they will either have to cut out some of the physics, or they're going to have to cut out a lot of the foliage, so there's less.
That's probably what they'll do. They're probably going to cut out a lot of foliage, or cut out some of the physics and things like that. Like there was a.
What do you think that's going to make the game look like, though, Mike? Why would that? That literally is the definition of not the same. Like.
Because that's one of the things that makes this one look so good is because the first one was really empty. You had big open areas with
like no foliage. Right?
There was no foliage in the first one. So to have that again on this one, and then the PS5 people get all the freaking jungle, and you get a couple bushes. I mean, that's not going to be good.
Bella, I know
how it is.
Bella, I know
that's how it is. I mean, you get a PS5.
Let me ask you, because you're like in design and shit, and you know like the ins and outs of like what makes something look good, right? Like, can it be the same without like fucking physics and shit? Like, can it be the same?
I don't think so, because you have to think about the details that they have in PS5 version. It's not going to be able to be mirrored in the PS4 version. You have to do way too much. It can't handle it. The system will not be able to handle it. It'll look. I don't want to say it's a potato version, because maybe they have some kind of software that makes it still look good, because there is a lot of good looking PS4 games, but this game wasn't made for the PS4, was it?
Yeah,
well, interesting. You glad you brought that up.
We're not talking about the first one. We're talking about the second one. Like
the
PS5, right? And then they're just
the second one
downgraded version.
The second one started making out on the PS4.
Right. The second one they started making on the PS4, and then they decided to
upgrade it with the PS5 as well.
The interesting.
I think it will still look decent,
Right.
on the 4.
I mean,
but you're gonna tell the difference between the two.
oh, you'll tell the
You're gonna
difference.
Tell the difference.
I'm sure you're going to tell the difference because I can tell the difference between when I was playing Spider-Man Miles Morales on the PS4 Pro than when I jumped over to the PS5. You can absolutely tell the difference.
But Mike, it's funny that you say that because I remember you were telling me that it looked the same on PlayStation 4.
No, I didn't.
You did when we were talking about Miles Morales, right? And we were having an argument about the ray tracing when I said a lot of the stuff was baked.
There's no ray tracing on the PS4,
right?
though.
And but what you said when I was talking about the reflections and stuff like that, you were like, none of that shit's baked in. Then I pulled up an article where they literally said that they baked a lot of the reflections in, and then you got mad, and that's when you stormed out. Listen, man, it's not.
Forbidden West has that though. There's no ray tracing in that one either.
Yep, there's no ray tracing. There is no ray tracing, and you know what's funny? All the cross-gen games.
There is ray tracing in Forbidden West.
Where is it at?
You could see when they showed the trailer.
Did you watch Digital Foundry? Did you watch Digital Foundry's analysis?
They already said on the PS5 version it's going to have ray tracing. The PS4 version
show
won't.
us ray tracing. What are they going to do? Is that going to be like a freaking DLC add-on?
Because it definitely wasn't in the fucking shit that they showed.
It's just like they announced today that Ratchet and Clank Drift Apart's going to have ray tracing. They already said it. They just tweeted it out.
Well, I hope it does because the way that it looked when they first showed it looked like it had ray tracing.
You could already see it.
You could already see it, like the real time reflection. But Horizon, hold on. But Horizon though, like there was like no water reflections or anything. And
yes, there was. I don't know what you were looking at.
Dude.
No, you could tell. There was the one scene where the raptor jumped on the dock near the water and into the water, and you could tell that the shadow of that raptor wasn't right.
It wasn't. It was like baked in.
And
I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know this is because I was looking at Digital Foundry and they had a ray tracing like dude on. This was for
game. That's fair.
No. He's saying you were right about Ratchet and Clank. He wasn't saying you're right about this. I was saying
I'm right. Also,
you're
I'm right on the
dude. There was no fucking.
There is ray
you could
tracing.
also tell the lighting was all fucked up on the PS5 version too. Because remember when they were running on the beach? The shadows of one guy was going one direction. The shadow of the person in front of him was going the opposite.
It was like too many. When the shadows are going like because all the lighting should be from one side, right?
The lighting was all fucked up on that.
So listen, I feel like when it's cross-gen, that's where it gets fucked up to me. Because there's too many. You have to design basically like.
Right here. This is right from the developer. Hold on, listen. This is right from the developer's mouth. Horizon Forbidden West game director Mathis, whatever his name is, I ain't gonna murder his name. Interview with the Hardware Zone revealed the game will feature ray tracing.
You said Hardware Zone. Who is that? Send me a link to that. Who is Hardware Zone?
No, he said with the Hardware Zone.
Wait. With a Hardware Zone, what does that mean?
I'm just saying it came from VG charts. He said with the hardware it will have ray tracing in it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know where you're getting all this shit.
Wait. Hold on. So.
And right here, it's screen ray.
Show ray tracing.
I know they don't always show the ray tracing, but see, this is where you guys get anxious. They're like, "Oh no, it didn't have ray tracing. Oh shit, we're gonna shit on this game. Oh goddamn,
shitting on it because it doesn't have ray tracing." I'm just saying that they didn't show ray tracing on
this.
That's
all I hear from you guys. That's all I hear from you.
We knew it had ray tracing before they confirmed it because we could fucking see it.
Right.
And it literally says in that same article, it says
before they confirmed it on that
it's funny because it said that when he spoke to the dude, it says I ain't gonna butcher his name either. Confirms that the PS5 version will take advantage of the console's ray tracing capabilities. The game director teased that the ray tracing used will be the sound engine and some of the physics. It said though he couldn't divulge specifics because his lack. Hold on. It said though he couldn't divulge specifics because his lack of technical expertise. Why would you ask him about ray tracing?
No,
and you don't. Hold on, wait. And you don't ray trace physics. It's not ray tracing is a form of of
Lasers.
effect. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like you use that technology to bend light and reflections and shadows. It's not physics. So I
They're
don't.
interviewing the wrong guy about it because
That's
he doesn't know. He
weird.
doesn't know what ray tracing is. He probably heard one of his, tech guys mention the word, and he's trying to fly off of that. And the
Listen.
footage did not show it. If they decide that they're going to include it later, fine. But as of right now, they did not show working ray tracing in there. And from what he's going off of, it sounds like they might be doing like limited.
Yeah,
amounts of
it might because ray tracing has levels to it. See, people don't understand, and this is like a PC thing, right? Like if you're a PC player, you totally understand this. As a console player, you might not get it, but here's the information that you truly need, right? Ray tracing has levels. And especially if you're a PC player, you know that you can change the levels of ray tracing, right? You have low, medium, and high ray tracing. And those settings dictate what is ray traced, right? Low may be just shadows. You may have ray traced real-time shadows. So the shadows will bend and fold to light in real time, right? Medium may
which
be
they did not have.
Right.
Which they did not have.
Medium may be shadows and lighting. So you'll have some real-time lighting casting down that may bend and fold as well as the shadows on the same prefix of background, right? And then you have full-on ray tracing, which is everything ray traced. Reflections, shadows, and lighting, right?
Yes. Right.
So when people say ray tracing, right? When they say, "Well, we got ray tracing," it's like, "But what is it?" You know what I'm saying? What is the ray tracing? That was what we were arguing about, and I'm trying to make Big Mike remember.
I got this.
Yes.
I know what ray tracing is. Actually, this is my area. So ray tracing is something that Disney have been using for years.
Yeah.
Actually, they started using it in the 80s.
Yeah, can you believe it? It's like old tech. It is.
Right,
yeah,
right. They use a bunch of lasers to send out pixels, and it takes like millions. It doesn't take each laser to have to send out millions of pixels to come up with one image. So it takes lots and lots of lasers to do so, and it takes a long ass time to use it as well. Like you can't do a ray tracing video or movie within like a couple of months. This stuff
takes a little bit,
several months.
because the physics can be all not the physics, but the reflections and the lighting and all that stuff can be kind of murked together. If it isn't handled delicately. Ray said, before these new consoles release, I listened to a PC podcast and they said ray tracing brings FPS down. And that is absolutely true. Ray trace, and this is why when you look at PlayStation 5 and even PC as well, why there's options to change the levels of ray tracing, right? That's why there's levels to it. So when they say PlayStation 5 has ray tracing, it's like, okay, well, what level? You know what I'm saying? Is it a low level of ray tracing and is a high level because certain things, are super impacted by how heavy the ray tracing is on the system. So you think about it when there's like on PC, when you go to video options, there's all these different settings and there's different levels to all the settings. For PlayStation 5, they have it set to where you have like a performance mode and then you have a visual mode. So
fidelity.
Fidelity. So those tell you, okay, those two levels dictate what is actually seen between ray tracing on, ray tracing off, the levels of ray tracing. This is why I was trying to tell Big Mike that yes, there were some baked in reflections in Miles Morales. Yes, there was a low level of ray tracing when it came to the infamous puddles in certain buildings that that reflected the actual image, but there were some baked in. This is what the developer said, that there were sprinkled ray tracing things out and about. Now, the difference with Ratchet and Clank was supposed to be a game that when the developer said that it was going to take full advantage of it, which means they're going a full range of it, right? Lighting, reflections, shadows. But physics is not part of it. That is a weird statement to say that ray tracing...
maybe he's like Phil Spencer. He needs a good PR.
Well,
maybe he doesn't know.
Well, but that
he shouldn't talk if he doesn't know.
Exactly.
Thank you, Bella. That is scary to me, and for you to reference that, like, that's weird, man. I wouldn't reference that.
Remember when we did the interview for the guy from Frozen Byte? We asked some stuff that wasn't part of his thing. He flat out said, "That's not my department. I do not know. You don't get in touch with stuff." That's what you're supposed to do. This guy didn't do that. So now he's saying, those hot words that people hear, and they're going to jump to all over the freaking, spectrum.
Yes, it'll have ray tracing. But it's like, but what level, though? Like, is it just shadows?
What you're saying there, Terry, yes.
It's like, is it just shadows?
And you were right there with it, Mike.
Oh, for sure. He quoted the article. Remember, he pulled up the article. He pulled up the article, so I had to finish confirming it, because you know how big Mike is. So I had to see it, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not good. Like,
well, we don't know if it's good or not, but like I said, he could, you talking out his ass. I mean, because it sounds like he.
But then don't use it as a point prover. That's what I'm saying. You want to be careful of using that stuff. If you
I'm just saying, from what I was saying, he said it will have ray tracing. Now, the person you should be talking about is the people who worked on the game.
Right.
To me, he's just probably the boss. I'm like, I'm just here for the talk and tell you a little bit about the game. Then here's the game preview.
You know what? I think that's why this is the biggest issue with cross-gen. It's just too many technology separations between the two platform versions. Like, even with Xbox and even Nintendo and all of that, like when they do those like cross-gen versions, it's always terrible for the lower version. It always comes out really bad. Like, there's not really too many good examples of like cross-gen games just being fucking fantastic on both platforms. Like, that is really not the case, and I think that's a lot of worry for a lot of PlayStation fans. They're kind of like, well, if it's a cross-gen game, then that means it's not at full potential. Now, Big Mike, calm down. I know you said you looked at the fucking article that had claimed that, I guess you said that there's two versions of the game, even though I read in the article that they said that they designed with the PlayStation 4 in mind, which is weird because that's cross-gen. It's not two versions would mean that there were two separate development teams that worked on two different versions of the game, right? This was not the case. This was one development team developing two platform versions of the game. So that's literally 100% cross-gen. It is a cross-gen. It was weird. It's weird how they described it, because I'm like, isn't that what fucking cross-gen is? And I looked it up.
It's a cross-gen game. It's a cross-gen game. Just like, Resident Evil Village, it's a cross-gen game. But there's like two different versions of the game for Resident Evil Village.
Now, Rafe, this is Wraith, we already know, huge PlayStation fan. He says, yes, I agree. The back of my mind, I'm going to think how much more it could have been, dude.
I agree with that. Yes, I agree with that.
So that's what we're saying. I don't know why you're acting like you disagree.
Oh, no, I'm not disagreeing. Okay. I agree with it, but I agree with that. But to me, as long as they're doing like two different versions.
It's not two different versions if it's cross-gen, Mike. Do you know what the definition of cross-gen is?
As long as they're doing like a PS5 version and a PS4 version. That's what I'm talking about. Like Resident Evil Village. That's what I was trying to tell you. They did two different versions of that game.
Is there two different versions of Miles Morales?
Yes.
Is there two different versions of Resident Evil?
Yes. Resident Evil Village, yes.
Okay. And there's so every game that's cross-gen.
And there's two different versions. Hold on.
Hold on, because you had that same argument. The reason why I don't want you to get yourself too further down into the hole. Because you didn't have that same energy when it came to Cyberpunk. When I tried to say that the two, Bella even remember this. When I tried to say that I don't understand, we understand how fucked over the console dudes was with Cyberpunk, because there were actually two separate versions, the PC version and the console version. You were like, no, it was designed across the board and it was one only thing, so it's cross-gen and this is why. But now, that is not the argument for you. Now it is two separate versions. It's not, one is independent from the other and one shouldn't affect and blah, 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 blah. And we have this same discussion and we end up getting disappointed with the latter version, the version that is lower, and it always takes away from the version that should be getting spotlighted. That's the problem. I think that is the crux of the issue, is people are worried that when that motherfucking PlayStation 4 version of Horizon Forbidden West is shown, it's going to be cheeks. And that's what people are worried about. Now, it may not be. May be amazing.
May not be.
But
I don't think it will be. But I ain't really
I know
worried
you'll
about it
never
because-
think that. But you gotta be optimistic, and you also gotta be realistic. You gotta.
On another note, though, we gotta keep in mind that the average gamer doesn't pay that close attention to those kind of details, so they're not
True.
going to notice certain things anyway. You know, so like if I was to go, like if I go to like my family members and I have them look at stuff, they can't tell the difference between if there's ray tracing. They don't know. They can't really tell a difference in resolution and pixels and things like that.
Mhm.
They don't really notice because they don't know what they're looking for to notice. So like the best way I could explain it is if I was to stand in a parking lot with you and I asked you what you see, you'd be like, I just see cars, you know? But then if I was like, hey, can you tell me how many pickup trucks or how many blue vehicles there are? You're going to be looking
Right.
for more detail and you're going to be able to spot it. It's that kind of idea. They're not looking for those details, so they're
I
not going
agree
to
with.
notice.
But you know what?
You know
I
what I
think
mean?
they made it such a fucking talking point, though. Like that was the issue too. Was like I totally agree with that, Terry. But they forced that point so much, right? Like they put the buzzword ray tracing in everything, right? Like that buzzword.
And I told you that a while back. And I told you about a while back when they started, using the ray tracing and all this shit for the next gen. That those words are going to be the buzzwords for the next gen. Ray tracing and all that.
Right.
I
So
know.
that's what I'm saying. So when you say that, I feel like you got to be
Which makes it a little
real,
bit more
though.
comical when you said that those were going to be buzzwords, and then you're right there jumping every time you hear it.
I mean, that's fine. I like it.
I'm just saying, man.
It's too easy, Terry. Just
Whatever.
But I just feel like they shouldn't do this shit, man. I get it. Pandemic.
To me-
Hold on, Big Mike.
I
get it. You don't want to leave because I saw your arguments. I saw you on Twitter all over trying to defend.
That's
But
fine,
I'm
whatever.
just saying. But I know it's like so many units of PlayStation 4 still out there,
Oh,
and
there's
and,
only 10
and hold on, and they don't want to abandon that base. And I get, Big Mike, you're gonna argue the fact that there's so many people with
I wouldn't
PlayStation 4.
say
It'll
there's
be
only
10
10 million,
But-
because that's
but-
a
I'm not going to
fucking
argue.
but 10 million is quite a large number to basically say, you know what, let's move on. It is
That's not,
that
though.
is a lot of systems, dude. 10 million fucking
It is
systems.
a lot.
Dude.
It's more
That's
than they have
10
for
million
PS4.
people
Right.
with the system, dude.
That's only 10 million people have a PlayStation 5 compared to 100 million people have a PlayStation 4. That's a lot of money you're leaving off the table. I understand the business practice of why they're doing
But you know how horrible
Or
that is
that's
when it
more
comes to
money, or that's more money put on the table if those PS4 people now have to invest in the PS5.
facts.
I mean,
If you give them more incentive to make that upgrade and buy the new product, they will make more money selling that console plus the game versus just selling that
but
game.
nobody can get one because they even said, like I said,
I understand there's a shortage. I understand that, but I'm just
There's
saying
a
outside
shortage.
of that, if we
Yeah.
take this away,
Right.
the shortage idea and all this away, if you just look at it, because this cross-gen thing's been going on fucking forever. They always
Yes.
support the previous one for a good 3 years, and it's the stupidest thing. If they created the incentive to where they just, as soon as that new generation comes out, and they at that moment they stop supporting the previous one, like they'll still keep the games running and stuff for people who have it, they can still play, but they will not support it with any new new games. That creates a lot more incentive for them to switch over to the new product.
I agree.
'Cause, like I've been there myself. I mean, yeah, maybe you don't have the money right away and you can't make that jump. But I'll tell you what, if I have to give up all games that are going to be new because they're not going to be on that one, I'm going to be tighten my belt a little bit more to save up to get that thing a lot faster than I would if I know that I can blow it off longer because I can still get it on my current console.
And that brings us to the God of War talk too, because I was not expecting that God of War was cross-gen. Like I figured, no
I called that a
fucking
long time ago.
way. Though no, you didn't. I said
Yes,
no
I did.
fucking way. Show me, prove it. Send me a link.
when they first showed the teaser trailer, I said, "How much you want to buy?" I even said in the Throwdown Discord, I said
Throw
it's going to
down
be a cross.
Discord. Show me, link me,
Yeah.
tag me. You can tag me in Discord. Tag me to your comment.
That's been like months ago when I said this. Though.
Scroll
Search
up.
bar in Discord.
You can search.
You can
Yep.
just look for your
Oh,
quote.
Yeah, just look
Look for
exactly.
your quote from user.
Exactly.
Just type it from user.
From user and
quote
just
you
look.
said.
Yeah.
No,
It'll
I'm saying
jump right
It'll
to that
jump
thing,
right
man.
to it, dude. Tag me. Tag me where you said you confirmed that it was cross-gen. I know you did.
Oh my goodness.
It's not. Nobody thought God of War was cross-gen, dude. I can guarantee that. You know why? Because when that Ragnarok, when it was first teased, right? Everybody was like, "Oh shit, God of War PS5 is going to be fucking litty titty," right? And I agree with that.
Everybody was marketing it for the PS5 exclusive console selling fucking.
And I'm gonna even go back to Jim Ryan's interview when Jim Ryan was even talking about how he believes in generations and shit, right? How he brought up God of War and how amazing it's going to be and shit. And granted, it's going to be dope on PS5, right? But that cross-gen shit was super quiet. Like they for them to keep that kind of like lid. It's like what are you doing? Like God of War literally should not be on fucking PS4 at all. It literally should not. Did God of War come out on PS3? Did the new God of War come out on PS3? Big Mike,
yes.
It did. The new God of War came out on PlayStation 3.
Yes.
Okay, let me look.
2018 one?
The 2018 one? I didn't see that on PlayStation.
Oh,
no. Too late in the generation.
Right, what the fuck are you talking about? What?
When you say God of War 3, when you say God
I
of War 3,
didn't say God of War 3. I said God of War. Did it come out on PS3 or was it just PlayStation 4?
That was just PlayStation 4. I thought you said God of War 3. My bad.
So this is the problem.
He heard God of War and he heard the 3 and he missed everything.
God of War was built from the ground up for PlayStation 4, right?
Yes.
So the worry is that now we know for a fact it was being developed, and this is like all along, for PlayStation 4. I did not say God of War 3.
I heard him say PS3.
I did not say God of War 3. I said God of War. Did it come out on PS3? I did not say God of War 3.
You did. I'm just saying you did say it. You may not have heard it, but you said God of War 3 on PS3.
I didn't hear it. I knew he was talking about 2018.
Right. Why would I say 3? 3 was the one that came out.
You should have said
the 3 was on like PS2.
You should have said God of War 2018
or PS1, PS2, something like that.
Well, isn't it just called God of War?
It's just called God of War, but people call it God of War 2018. Like all over the internet, that's what the people call it. God of War.
Well, you have to call it 2018 because the first one was just called God of War.
Exactly.
True.
So
that is true. But like it's just I don't know.
I'm just absorbing the information, right?
The cross-gen is. It's just I don't know. I feel like there's a huge risk in that. It says Crazy Medic. It says y'all getting heated in here. Gosh damn. All I hear is multiple times. I did not say God of War. I didn't say God of War. I didn't say God of War 3. I said God of War on. I said did it come out on PS3? But that's okay. If you guys say I said God of War 3, I did not mean to say that. I said God of War 2018. Excuse me. Let me make sure I say it. God of War 2018.
Yes.
But that was built, and when the developers talked about that God of War 2018, they were really hype on how they were taking advantage of PlayStation 4 hardware, and it was built from the ground up, and it was specific to the console, and you could only get it on PlayStation 4 if you wanted to play it, right? But now it's like, we got God of War coming out, but it's last gen, and it's I feel like that takes a lot away from development, just because they can't concentrate and try to pull everything, because they have to make lessless. And the reason why I say that is because it has to scale down, has to be able to scale up. So there's certain things that you just can't do. You can't make it all the way with having it cross-gen. There's just certain things you just cannot do. It has to scale, dude. It has to scale.
Fine. I understand it, but ain't it like easier to scale up?
Is it easier to scale up? Yes. And so
I listen to a lot of podcasts where they say it's easier to.
It is easier to scale up, but that also concerns me, because that means that it was built for last gen and it just has upscaled shit, which means that means no native 4K. That means it's running at fucking 1440 or 1260 by whatever, some weird ass resolution that has to be upscaled and what you say injected with 4K or something. Like
temporarily
all of
injected.
this shit. I feel like if you're gonna go balls deep, right? Let's do it for what it needs to be on. It needs to be on the new shit. I can't even imagine the issues that's gonna come up with all the fucking cross-gen drivers and shadows and fucking shit not rendering correctly because it's trying to scale down and up and all this shit. And these are the I'm not saying that this is the problem, but these are the problems that we've had with cross-gen games. This is just history. History always says that cross-gen there's always an issue. There's always some problems with things crossing over, and you know, and that's just what has the community quite worried. They're like, oh shit, if it's really not made for that, then what the fuck is this really doing? You know, why did I spend, you know, $700 on a PlayStation 5 when I could just buy it on PS4 right now, or you know, install it? Like it's just weird that they're doing it. But I get it. It's like what, 1 year into the PlayStation 5, you got to give it time to transfer over. But like games in the future, like games that are way farther than the horizon, like God of War and stuff, should not be coming out on last gen. Those, they're so far out and delayed. It's already delayed. So, oh, thank you for that sub, Star Lord. Appreciate you. Thank you for that gifted, Brandon. But you know, I don't know. Ray said, "Yep, it's just a definitive edition," and that's that. And to me,
That's the best way to say it.
Man, we'll see. Because I tried to say the definitive edition of motherfucking Cyberpunk, and you had a whole different philosophy on that. So I just want people to know that just be careful. You know, just be fucking careful. Quell your hype just a little bit until you see more and hear more from the devs, because right now it's a little spooky. It's a little bit. It's a tiny bit spooky. It's not all the way spooky, but it's a little
I
bit.
think the games are still gonna look and play very well. But I do think that they're getting people hyped up on the buzzwords, and those things are possibly gonna fall a little flat. But overall, I think they'll still have quality products, hopefully. Because definitely would not look good if everybody starts going down that same road that CD Projekt Red did. Because then, oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness! Could you imagine? Could you imagine like God of War debuting, right? And it is dog shit on PlayStation 4. Like, I can't even imagine it. But like,
well, I mean, you're going to see Twitter on fire.
It would just
you'll see Twitter melt.
You know, which goes into that argument though. But that goes back to that argument though. Remember, Mike, you were super hard on how that game never should have released on last gen. It should have just been the new current gen.
That,
so how can you go and argue? Because that was, you know, a very anti-cross-gen argument, and now you're kind of pro-cross-gen. You kind of jump back
because
and
at the time
either you fully support it or you gotta be fully against
well,
it.
At the time, At the time when
it's okay to do cross-play when it's certain games. You know, I can buy it. No.
I mean, at the time when they were making Cyberpunk, it was only for PS4, because they started making that game like even early in the PS4.
Actually, Mike, let's be correct. It was designed on PC in mind. It was a PC game, and the developers even said it that was the top platform. And then it would come to PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, which was dog shit. Because the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 versions,
they should not have tried to port that.
Because I remember when they advertised it was during an E3. I remember watching. I don't think I was with you guys. Might have been. I don't know. It's been years. And when they showed like just the teaser trailer, they showed it where it said, and you can see the little things where what console is coming from and what platforms it is going to be on. They showed PC, Xbox, I think it was 360, not 360, Xbox One and PS4. Right. It was like the early stage.
You still didn't listen to me. I said that the developers said that the PC version was the version. Everything will be ported down. That's what they said. And I'm saying that is the problem. I'm saying you're literally saying what the problem is. There was a game that was made for a high-end system, right? That was ported down. We just even said that it's harder to port down than up, right? Didn't we just say that? Hold on, let me make sure I see everything. Okay, yes, love that guy. Okay,
Now,
all right.
there's supposed to be an upgraded version coming to PS5 and Series X, but we don't know when that's coming. I think they even said it could be like 2023.
Right. They said that the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X versions is like, where is it? Short said, any of y'all tried Knockout City? Yeah, I love it. We talked about it in our intro. And Knockout City, one of the best fucking sports PvP games out. Honestly,
love it.
It's shitting on a lot right now.
All fact.
It's straight up. But yeah, so listen, I don't want to get too further into this. But guys, just be careful with your fucking hype when you're talking about cross gen. If you're gonna play these games, people, please, if you got a PS4 only, just wait until you get a fucking PlayStation 5 and play that version.
They're not going to wait.
They're not going to wait, and then they'll be the same.
Impatient. They can't wait.
Yeah, then they'll be the same one shitty.
Once that game releases, they're going to have that shit pre-ordered or all that stuff.
And see, that's the thing, though. And then once it releases, then they'll be shitty because it doesn't have nothing in it, and it's not like the PlayStation 5 version that looks all amazing, and it's just going to be.
And then that's on them, though.
I know. It's going to be a constant fucking circle of shit.
It's going to be the thing. You can't go and say you support cross-gen and then bitch about the last gen being crappier. You supported it.
So there it is. Okay. Now, this topic right here is a little touchy. And the reason why I say that is because...
Where your hands at, Mike? Hold on.
Sorry. They were in my pants. I'm sorry.
We'll wash them. So this story, and this was quite interesting because you know how gamers are, right? We kind of love separating real life from our gamer lives. You know what I'm saying? When we're in our gamer worlds and stuff like that, the last thing we want to think about is real life shit. You hear a lot of arguments about people putting like what they call SJW shit in games and all this, all this stuff, right? So Far Cry 6, let me pull this up for
I saw
chat.
this.
My man's in that game.
Giancarlo, he's one of my favorite actors. Yeah, Giancarlo is one of my favorite actors, straight up. He is so fucking crazy when he plays these bad guys. It's like, man, but it's interesting what's kind of getting people kind of riled up right now. And it's the political nature of Far Cry 6. So there was an interview with the creative director. His name is Navid Kavari. And he basically issued kind of like a statement on the politics of the game. And his quote was, it says that he reassured fans that Far Cry 6 would include, and it said, hard, relevant discussions about the rise of fascism in a nation and the cost of imperialism, forced labor, and the need for free and fair elections. LGBTQ rights, and more within the context of Yar, the game's fictional Caribbean island setting. It says, our story is political. Our story, a story about modern revolution. A story about a modern revolution, how it must be. This is tough. Because you already know. And Bella, you know this. Sometimes there's a lot of fucking dog whistles and shit. And people kowtowing to certain things, and like, what do you think? Like, because I know you're hyped for Far Cry 6, but like, hearing that, does that kind of dissuade you a little bit that there could be a high political aspect for the story overall?
No, because wasn't Far Cry 5 kind of
yes?
Political? I'm trying to understand.
Yes, it was political and religious.
Just...
It was definitely on religious too. It was religion and political. Yes,
which is the two things I don't talk about. So I'm just like, but the last game, what's the difference? I don't understand. Is it because they're deciding to
what up, Frozen?
LGBTQIA. Is that why it's a problem now? Because the last game was hella political / religious. Hella. And I know because I got that damn game on PC and PS4. So, like, I just don't understand what this is about. I can understand if the game was a different narrative before and then they tried to change it, but it just is same, except for a different place. I don't understand.
Well, you know, the election part was kind of a big tussle between a lot of like people on Twitter and Instagram and shit when this interview came out, because when he talked about fascism and elections and free and fair elections, it's like, ooh, you know, we just got done fucking going through an insurrection because of people and elections and shit, right?
Right,
and
right.
It's like it hits kind of close to home when you're talking about people kind of fucking going crazy. And
I don't think they're gonna go that route.
Yeah, that was my thing. Because if you look at Far Cry, right, it's a dictator, right?
Every single time Far Cry has
Trump
an
edition.
announcement for the next rendition in the series, every single one gets hit with controversy because people jump on their fucking high horse, immediately assuming, oh, this game's political, this game's racist, this game's this game's that. They do it for every single fucking one. And then you fucking play it, and it's not like you think it is. Remember Far Cry 4? Everybody was going nuts on Far Cry 4. Oh, this is racist. You got a white man sitting in a chair over a colored person, and he wasn't even white. All right, so it's that bullshit where people read into shit and they just want to, have a hot take.
And that dude was not white. That dude was not white. He was not white. He was like Malaysian or something. Like he was not white.
I think he was Indian. I think he was from India or something. I
actually remember.
Far Cry.
Remember that Big Michael we covered it on the show. We had to cover.
I actually remember. I'm sure Terry remembers also when Far Cry 5 came out. There was a petition going on because of the main dude in Far Cry 5 was like a redneck cultist dude, and they're like, I remember all these people coming out of the woodworks, like the rednecks and everything. Like, we got to petition this because this is hurting the rednecks culture and everything.
It's like, what? Really? Rednecks, y'all motherfuckers like...
It was true, though. If you look at today's society, some of that shit is kind of like...
There's a lot of motherfuckers out there, too.
I'm like, take a deep breath, go outside, get some air. It's not that serious.
You know what, Bella, let me ask you.
There's a lot of cultists in our society, though.
What's up, Dave? Bella, let me ask you. Now, because think about it, right? Like, there's always been kind of like fascism in the games itself, right? Like dictatorship, somebody ruling over, right? There's always that trying to take over, right? Like, has that really been that fucking much different than what they've always done with Far Cry?
They honestly, they just want to pick on video games as a whole. That's what I feel. This goes right back into the, video games are violent narrative. They want to keep constantly nitpicking at dumb shit like this. This game has been the same since day one. I mean, well, actually, I can't say that because I did not play the first game. I didn't play the
first one was a little more. It wasn't as
very linear.
Yeah, it was very linear.
Very linear.
Okay.
You were basically kind of just sneaking through the woods, setting traps with tree branches, and trying to take out some dudes and work your way through like camps and shit.
Yeah, it was more. It was more like jungle, like tribal-ish. Yeah. Okay. It didn't get political till like 2, 3, 4, 5. Literally. Yeah.
I'm saying this has been a consistent theme. And I feel like if you're going to get mad at this game, get mad at all games because we got games with murder, we got games with all kinds of crazy shit. Please stop nitpicking at one particular thing. Like, it's irritating.
Yeah, well, when you look at Far Cry, how are you going to go and get pissed on this topic for Far Cry 6 when they had it and you fucking loved it in Far Cry 3?
Well, one thing I think I understand why they're the gamers or certain gamers are backing this, because Ubisoft has been on our radar lately because of their sexual allegations and harassments.
Yes,
in
that's true.
The gaming industry, and so that's why I think a lot of people are coming at them like, why are you making this game?
But it's always been that. Like, you've always had to overturn a regime,
I don't
right?
see it as a factor. Because like I said, this has been the constant for the Far Cry series. Every time there's a new
I
Far
agree.
Cry, there's a controversy around it every fucking time. Has nothing
I
to do
agree.
with their recent, court shit.
Nah.
This is literally the thing. Literally, if that shit didn't come to light, people would still be
bitching about the political stuff, though. Really, because when you think about it, people are always. Listen, I feel like Ubisoft, right? If you look at Ubisoft's games, right, as a whole, outside, well, even Assassin's Creed, right? Like, you look at their games, they're all steeped in some sort of reality thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, and right now, like, politics is the biggest that it's ever been. And to do a game that's based in now, right? Like how
look at Watch Dogs Legion.
Yeah, look at Watch Dogs Legion is super political. Because they talk about privacy.
Wolfenstein is all fucking politics. All fucking politics.
Look at Division. Division talks about a crumbling government. And how that there were certain politics that led to people not being able to survive like they need to. And it's like, if you're bitching about Far Cry 6's politics, then you literally never played, one, a game, or two, Ubisoft's fucking games.
You'd be hard-pressed to find a shooter that isn't wrapped in politics. Hard-pressed to find a shooter that is.
Yeah, because there's always this, like, oppressive, like, ruling force that there's certain ways that were manipulated from the public where this person was risen to power, either by fascism or control or force or whatever, right? Like, it's like this has been a fucking theme forever and a day. So I don't understand why people are fucking getting pissed at Far Cry 6. You know, you do have some of the other elements where people just don't like that. It's this island has a lot of dark people on it. And you have and that was another contention of it too, because they were trying to say that they were placating to the SJWs because not a lot of white people in this one, because of the way the island is set. And I'm thinking to myself, are you fucking serious? Like, what did you want? Like, did you want them to like I didn't understand.
If you actually go back and you read that full article, you'll see that, they mentioned these things kind of have to be there because, I mean, it's kind of hard to, have a dictator on a freaking island and without having, politics involved. All right. If you read the entire article,
that's the whole point of a dictator is the ruling politics.
But if you read the whole article, they tell you that their main focus was the fact that they went out and they interviewed people who were guerrilla fighters, and so that they can get a better understanding of the guerrilla tactics and the fighting and things like that. That's where their main focus is, because that's how you're gonna be playing the game.
You gotta want to play it the way that it was like presented, especially if it's based on some sort of real life stuff. You don't. And real life has bullshit in it. That's the thing. Real life has a lot of bullshit. So when you're talking real life stuff, you gotta apply real life shit. You gotta apply the good and the bad. Yeah, sex is great. Real life good stuff. Politics fucking suck. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have both in a real life thing to make it, to put you in that world. You know what I'm saying? To go, okay, this is kind of a fucked up situation.
Yeah, so if you think about it, because when you look at, let's say, like Far Cry 5, going in that you're going to be going up against, some cultists,
cult religion,
and a lot, and the way that you would fight in that game was a lot more, open, more like shoot from the hip. People are going to come at you and things like that. I already know now because they talked about how they interviewed ex-guerrilla fighters and they're going to have guerrilla tactics. The fighting in this game is going to be different. You're not going to be standing in a fucking cornfield, fighting someone. You're going to be fucking sneaking around and you're going to have to be careful of traps and all kinds of shit.
Because guerrilla warfare is fucked up. People don't understand how intricate guerrilla warfare is. So if you're talking that level, right? Guerrilla warfare is usually propositioned by the ruling government or the state. Those tactics are allowed to wage wars with. And it's like, what the fuck do you expect? Like, Far Cry has always pushed that envelope as far as the discussion on what happens if real life shit gets this out of fucking hand, right? Religious cult.
They make it a little more satire, though, because they try to, make it kind of goofy at the same time.
Because they're trying to dull this. Because you don't want to just serious.
They give you freaking companion animals with ridiculous, looking stuff on them. Like now we're gonna have like a gator and a T-shirt, for example. They give you stuff like that to kind of make it more lighthearted. They give you comical weaponry to make it a little bit more lighthearted. So yeah, they have some serious topics, but that's not their main focus.
Right. The main focus is the action. But
the action and how you're gonna play through it. And Far Cry always does a fantastic job creating bad guys you fucking love to hate.
You want to kill. And I'm going to tell you, speaking of that, they got the best person in the world to play the bad guy. Giancarlo Esposito is an amazing fucking actor. Like, I feel like he's going to be the best antagonist ever in a Far Cry series. He's got to be. Because you know what I'm saying, Bella? Like, his acting prowess is so gigantic, right? Like, you can't help but like every character he's played that was a bad guy, he plays a lot, has been the fuck. It makes you definitely happy that his ass gets taken out.
My favorite character he's played was Gus on Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, on Breaking Bad, man. Dude, he was
his bad guy. Dude, the way he played bad guys, it was almost like you can't beat it. Like just even talking to him, he's almost like, damn, how do I kill this dude? Because if you kill him, you're dead. And it's like there's no escape with the type of bad guys that he plays. So I can't wait to see what he does in this new game. This is gonna be
Gaming Despair. It takes place on a fictional island called Yara.
It's based in Cuba, ain't it?
Well, it's a fictional island off the coast.
Yeah, they're taking.
It's
they're
not
taking
Cuba, but
they're influenced, inspired, whatever you want to use it, of Cuba, but it's not.
That's
it's
what
just
I said.
like when you look at fucking GTA.
Esteban, yes.
They go and they make up a place, and you can clearly tell that they're basing it off of like LA.
Yeah. It's just like what Grand Theft Auto did, like Liberty City. It's like, yes, it's kind of Cuba, but not really. But the island is called Yara. But listen, if you're basing it off of Cuba, what the fuck is Cuba going on right now? They got a lot of politics fucked up right now in Cuba.
All the time
with the coup and all that shit. If they're basing it off of that, then there's definitely going to be some real conversations about ruling parties and what can be done and not done within what the ruling parties want you to do within where you're living. And that's going to be quite telling, especially if they're doing guerrilla warfare stuff. That means that shit is about to be violent as fuck. And the last thing you should be worried about is fucking politics. You should be worried about how fucked up the violence is about to be.
It's going to be awesome. I love it already.
Bella's day one for her.
My favorite.
Yes.
My favorite role with him as the bad guy would be him in The Mandalorian, The Boys too.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
I totally forgot about that. Woo!
Mandalorian, man.
The Mandalorian, he was like
dope in the Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, he was like an asshole. He's like
he
played Moff Gideon. He played Moff Gideon.
Yeah,
he played Gideon. Like he was like an asshole. He's like,
man, he was menacing as hell, man, and powerful, man.
Exactly.
Woo!
There was a show called a show called Revolution. That came on TV, and he was the bad guy in that. He was the when America fell, he became kind of like one of the rulers of one of the provinces, and his tactics were destroy and take over instead of try to partner up with the other provinces of America after it fell. And man, he was killing dudes and chopping fingers off and having people thrown in pits. And it's like, the way that dude approaches a bad guy is fucking perfect. That's why I'm super hyped. I just want to fight Giancarlo. That's the fuck I want. I want to take his punk ass out. I want to take him out.
I don't want to fight him, man.
What up,
I'm scared of him in the game. I'm scared of him in the game, man. I don't even want to be in there.
David just freezes and drops his gun mid-game and shit because he said,
I actually went and bought Far Cry 5. I actually started playing it.
Far Cry 5 is dope. Far Cry 5 is dope.
Pretty good.
It's my first.
It's really your first one?
It's my first mainline Far Cry.
You didn't play Far Cry 4?
No. I tried Far Cry
Wow.
It was
Primal.
amazing. Yep, that shit was dope.
I tried Far Cry Primal. It didn't. Click
Oh,
with me,
dude, Far Cry Primal sucked dick.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of people.
saying-
There's a lot of people who liked it, but I couldn't fuck
Yeah.
with it, man.
It's actually
said
my
I-
favorite Far Cry.
I couldn't fuck with it.
Yeah, it's not my favorite one.
Honestly, I gave
Yeah.
Primal 4 hours. I was like,
It
this
got
is cheeks.
so good once you got
It
really
was
into
cheeks.
it.
It was
amazing.
cheeks.
I put 15 to about 20 hours in Far Cry Primal. And it was like after 20 hours, if I'm still not liking it, I don't like it. Now, there was a lot of people who loved it. There's a lot of people who loved it, but there was a lot of people who were like, what the fuck is this? So
I think I'm already like.
I think some of the problem with it is when it comes to the Far Cry fans, they're used to every single one being militarized with guns, so them having to resort to spears and it being a little bit more slow.
That's true.
But see, listen.
Exactly.
I am a Rust player, right? Literally, when you start the game, you start Far Cry Primal. That you start with a bow and some
Far Cry
draws.
Primal was out before Rust. You weren't a Rust player.
Rust's been out for years, way before Primal.
Far Cry Primal, I think, is older, isn't it?
No, Rust's been out since fucking
been a while.
2000 and
Hold on, let me
fucking
find out.
like Rust came out because Primal is
Rust came out in 2013. Hold on, I'm gonna find this out.
Yeah, Rust was actually 2012 if you go Rust.
It was out first because the Primal was 2016.
Yeah, 2016. Yeah, Rust been out. Rust been out forever and a day. But I've been playing Rust and literally when you first start the game, maybe the first like 6 hours you may be running a bow. Or even 10 hours, depending on if you get your ass wrecked, then you'll be starting back with a bow for your whole time until you can kind of get your weight up. But no, that wasn't the reason why I didn't like Primal. Primal's pacing was terrible to me. I didn't mind the Primal weapons. I mean, like even when you play Horizon and stuff, all you got is a bow. I love the bow stuff. Like I love that stuff. But what I didn't like was the pacing.
The story wasn't clicking with me.
And the story was super weird. I get it was like kind of like a, it was like
prehistoric 8-bit shit. I was like,
I don't know. I just could not fucking click with it. But there were a lot of people who clicked with it. I couldn't fucking do it.
With it. It had some pretty awesome characters in it, and I had a lot of fun. You could tame animals in that one, which was nice. Which was one of the things that you couldn't really do. And it was I made this argument before. It's one of the things that they got that I think personally inspired Horizon Zero Dawn at the time, because that was one of the things that Horizon did later on that Primal did first. And it was always fun going out into the woods and sneaking up and throwing some bait, some meat out there, and then taming a saber-toothed fucking, tiger. Like, that's fucking badass.
Hell yeah, now that's fucking dope.
I did like the taming. I did like the taming, but
there was some fun stuff in that Primal, kind of revolutionized that Horizon Zero Dawn did, and then Horizon Zero Dawn did it, and then they got all the fucking praise in the world. And it's like, but Far Cry Primal did all that shit.
But Far Cry Primal, I don't know. I couldn't fucking get into it. It was just.
I had a lot of fun with Primal.
Yeah.
I really.
My favorite one is 4. Far Cry 4 is my favorite, and then it goes Far Cry 5, then 3, then 2. 1 was okay. Like you said, it was super linear, but it goes Far Cry 4 is my fucking favorite, because Far Cry 4's combat I felt like at peak. The combat in Far Cry 4 was so fucking good. And, that gyrocopter, I flew that motherfucker forever. You know what I'm saying?
And like Frozen said, I agree that villain wasn't the great.
The villain was the weakest, I felt, for sure, in Far Cry 4. Far Cry 5's villain was better, I felt.
I can't remember his name, but the guy that drives around and he brings you like the bikes and the vehicles, was he introduced in 4? Because I know they brought him over into 5 as well, but I can't remember if he got his start in 4 or
yes, he was 4, and then they brought him over to 5. Yes,
I think he was in 4. I'm not mistaken.
Because I don't remember him in 3, and I played the shit out of Far Cry 3, and I don't remember because Far Cry 3 was
amazing.
Because Far Cry 3 was because Far Cry 3 was Vass, right? Wasn't he the, every time you repeat, you do the same thing as Insanity, right? That was Vass. Which Vass was amazing. Vass was an amazing motherfucking villain. Even though, Vass and another guy, but Vass was fucking dope. I love Voss because he was a sick bastard. But Far Cry 4's villain, you really didn't see it. He was sick too, but you didn't really interact with him much until
like
towards
Frozen
the.
said, you didn't hear about him on the radio the whole fucking time.
That's true. What up, Jesse?
But you did see him a little bit. But you're right, he wasn't as visible as the other villains in the other series.
I didn't like all the spiritual stuff that you kept doing in that one either.
Yeah, some of it got a little spooky.
Up the mountains you kept not really spooky, but you had to keep climbing the mountains in the Himalayas, and then you had to keep.
Yeah.
Remember, you had to get the spirit. Yeah.
And going after all these these spirit ghost things and using the bow, and it was just draining.
Hey, but when he stabbed dude in the eye with that fucking pin, though, that was the shit, though.
I agree.
When he first introduced himself, when he was talking all condescending, and that one of his henchmen didn't help correctly, and he was like, "Come here," and he just fucking stabbed that dude. I was like, "Yeah," but then you didn't see him. It was just like he disappeared. I'm like, "What the fuck? Where's the bomb ass dude at?" And he was just you only really interacted with him more towards the end of the game, which that kind of threw me off. But I swear the combat was 100% in 4 though. I felt the combat, the guns felt good. It was all kind of balanced so well throughout the game as far as combat, and that's why it was not my favorite. But I like 5's protagonist better. Voss may be the best one outside of Giancarlo. We don't know how his character is yet, but I'm such a fanboy of his work.
He might not even be present there.
I hope he is, because I hope it's not.
I hope he is.
Don't waste that shit.
The way that they've been advertising, and they keep showing him with his son, I have a strong feeling he's going to be in flashback showing why his son is so fucked up, and we're going to be dealing with his son.
If that is the case, I will do a shitty gamer petition. And you know what I'm saying? I will get one of those fucking shitty gamer petitions going, and it's going down.
All these trailers have been pushing how he's going to become the ruler and why he has to be ruthless. So I feel like it's so we have an understanding of why he's a piece of shit as an adult.
I mean,
Frozen. You're right. They did say Voss was might be Far Cry, but it wasn't. They actually the devs came out and said that the younger person is not Voss. Actually, I think the younger person is the protagonist. It's the character you get to pick at the beginning of the game, I think. So if you're male or female, you're that person in the flashback. Because I think you are the kid of Giancarlo. I don't
think you're the kid.
I think you're the kid. Are you not the kid? I thought you were the.
I don't think we're the kid.
Let me check. Let me check because they tied them together.
I think the kid's going to be an adult asshole, and we're going to have to take him down, and we're probably going to get flashbacks with his father building him to become that person.
Because I remember the teaser trailer when they showed it, and they showed him.
The main protagonist worked with the character, so that's why you see those two have history. Because the person that your main protagonist is familiar. They're not a kid, but they have served. In some capacity for the main character of the main villain. So that's where the person needs to liberate. That's why that person is so tough, because they were in some sort of military capacity with that person. Good. Great. That's good. I like that.
Well, I hope that in a flashback, I want to see fucking Giancarlo do the bad guy.
Right. I don't want no fuck. I don't want the son. I don't want the fucking son. I want Giancarlo.
I want
Giancarlo.
I'm with Terry. I think it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be Giancarlo, because like I was saying, because during the teaser trailer, when they first showed it and they showed him and his son, he gave his son the grenade and told him hold it, and he was spieling all these words.
I know he gave his fucking son a goddamn grenade, man. To fucking that's
I'm telling you, that's him cultivating his son to create him and to become the new dictator when he's gone.
Yes,
I'm telling you, we're going against the son as an adult. We're gonna get flashbacks. When it comes to star power like
Terry, don't fuck up my hype.
If a celebrity is not playing the protagonist,
don't fuck up my hype.
If the celebrity is not the protagonist that we control, then they oftentimes are cameos. So I have look at Cyberpunk. Look at
No, but that's protagonist. I'm talking about antagonist.
Was a shitty side character. You know,
Yes.
everybody, the way they showed him, everyone's like, "Oh my god, this guy, he's gonna have like this huge fucking role. We're gonna get him all the time in this game," and he was a shitty side character.
But here's the difference, though. I don't want to play as Giancarlo, which I wouldn't mind, but I want to go against him. I want him to be the main antagonist. I want him to be at the top.
Yeah.
You know,
I hear you.
I want him to be the boss.
I'm telling you. I'm calling
Don't fuck with me, Terry. Don't fuck with me, Terry. Fuck you. No, fuck that. If that is the case, I'm not fucking with it.
He's gonna be a side character, man.
Well,
I'm
Danny-
gonna fuck with it regardless because this guy's Giancarlo.
He said
But
fuck with it.
I'm just gonna get it because of him. I'm definitely buying it strictly because of Giancarlo.
Because Giancarlo too good, man. It's like you can't have that caliber. I feel like you can't have that caliber of actor, right? And have him as a one-off. Like even with old boy in Cyberpunk. But Cyberpunk, you was with him.
Shitty side character.
But he was with you every
did.
moment, even though he may have been a hologram.
That motherfucker got off quick as fuck.
But
I thought he was with you. I thought he was gonna be.
Here is the thing, though. He was every step of the way,
He's
right?
just a voice in your ear
Yes,
for the most part.
but he was prominently shown. Like he was, you could, no matter every corner you turn, you could see him, right? What I don't want is how it played out in 4, where the main antagonist was just like, he was just a radio personality basically until the end of the fucking game. Like I don't,
That would be
I want him to be like 5's protagonist, where you clearly are interacting with this person. There's always a fucked up situation that involved this person being in the vicinity. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I want. I want him more like 5. I don't want him like 4. I don't want him to just be like, I'm taunting you from the shadows. No, fuck you. I want to see you.
You're not going to get that at all. You're going to give him a
No, fuck you, Terry. No, I'm not. I'm not supposed to.
Terry, please.
Nope.
Let me have this.
Danny will be on final
Right,
round.
let us have this, Terry, please.
If that happens, I will make a show dedicated to final
But
round.
if and when it happens.
Your audio is like crap, Brandon. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna be
You're
streaming
crap.
it.
No,
so,
he's all right.
like,
He's
we
He's
can-
good right now.
Please, Terry, please keep this position. We just want one, Terry.
Right, let us have one, goddammit, Terry.
You're
Fuck
not going to
you.
get it. I'm with Terry, Dan. You're not going to get it. And as you told me, calm your hypeness down because
I know.
I don't think
I do have to get better at calming my hype down. But seeing Giancarlo is just like,
But it's
it's hard.
Giancarlo.
It's hard not to be hyped. It's hard.
Carlo, it's like
Yes.
his
Danny,
caliber is like, I'm actually
I think
shocked
he's
he's
gonna
even
have
doing
amazing.
it.
Even if he does flashbacks, I think he's gonna have some amazing fucked up scenes.
Oh,
Danny,
That's true. That's true.
Danny.
Now, that is true.
Danny, let me help
I
you.
look forward to it.
Danny,
I
let me
look
help you.
forward to
What's
it.
that? What's that, Big Mike?
Let me help you out. Take a drink and calm down.
Okay.
He's not.
Okay. All right. Next topic. Bella, I think you're gonna buy this too if it comes up, right? I think this is in your wheelhouse here. All right.
That's definitely Mike's wheelhouse right here.
No, this is
Danny said-
this is Bella too. Let me pull this up for Bella because I
But I
know
was take another drink.
damn, this is what we doing.
It is early.
Here's here's what Bella's about to buy right here, and Big Mike.
Oh, I saw this. This shit was funny as fuck.
So I guess people are insane. An Among Us shaped chicken McNugget was sold for nearly $100,000 fucking dollars.
It was crazy.
So I don't even know where to begin.
Who
So
just
I
has
guess there was
$100,000 to
a
spin around?
auction, and one of the items was the humble chicken McNugget. It was shaped like a character from Among Us, and it sold at an auction for $99,000. Had
Yeah.
84 bids on eBay.
Why?
Not even gonna look like that when the guy gets it because it's gonna.
Hold on, here's a picture of it right here.
Wait.
Oh, let me tell you.
Here is a picture of it right here. Here
Fuzzy
is a
Bob.
picture. Here is the picture of the fucking nugget.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
Bella,
Let me tell
ain't this day one for you? Ain't that you what the?
No.
I don't even eat nuggies.
Nope.
This is a waste of fucking money. Why?
Because it's Among Us.
I mean, I love
I don't
Among Us.
play that anymore.
Brady said this
I
day
still play
one.
it.
Hey, if any of you guys work at McDonald's, go ahead and slice some up before you put them in the fry.
Hell yeah, let's get that
There you
motherfucker
go.
shaped out. Let's get another one going. Hey,
I mean, it's also supposed to be like one of a kind. Like I said, it's supposed to be one of a kind. That's just the way it came when they
It's
saw
going to
McDonald's.
decompose. It's food. It's going to
well,
get old.
McDonald's food actually don't decompose.
Oh, it's McDonald's. Yeah, you're right.
It came from McDonald's, and when the guy saw it, he put it on eBay, and he also put it in the freezer right away, so it could stay fresh.
Yep.
And that and that's what
it's gonna get. It's gonna get that freezer what is it? Freezer burn on it, so it's still it's gonna look stupid. No, it's just not. Like,
But, yeah.
You said Mike wanted to buy it, and he wanted to buy
Why
it.
don't you use the thing for the...
Stupid. Like, stupid.
I think actually the person that bought it was Star-Lord. He told me on Twitter. He told me he's like I did something stupid. I was like, okay.
Oh, it says Starla, what did you do?
Chicken nugget.
You bought the $99,000 chicken nugget, motherfucker. Then sub to us then.
He did.
Yeah,
He did. He's
you
like,
got it like that.
I'm
Give
gonna
us
put
100
nuggies.
subs right now.
Yeah, Star-Lord told me, he's like, I went and bought the nuggie, Mike. I was like, what are you talking about? And he showed me the article.
What the fuck, man?
Shame.
Star-Lord, no,
Shame.
don't tell me that.
So let me tell you, whoever bought this shit, shalom. Yeah. Because you could have just let me hold like $20, man.
Shit, buy me a fucking Happy Meal. Fuck
Just
it.
let me hold some money. I mean, you giving it away. And like Terry said, but I don't know, Terry. This chicken nugget is from McDonald's, so of course that and roaches will survive a radioactive attack. So it might fucking make it.
Dave.
For 100 grand, this
you're
man could have
telling me
opened his own franchise.
if you didn't have
Right.
$100,000, you wouldn't buy this?
A waste.
If I had $100,000 right now, the first thing I'd do is pay off me and the wife's car and damn near pay off the rest of the crib.
Boom.
Boom.
That's smart.
Exactly. But David is a actual responsible adult. So, is he all the way? Maybe not. I mean, but for the most part. For the most part, he's not gonna do that. I can tell you this: I need to find me some fucking McNuggets, and I'm going to be looking.
You know what my wife would do to me? You know what my wife would do to me if I said, "Baby, I bought a chicken."
Broke up there, Dave.
That's exactly what happened to you, Dave.
Over. Oh yeah, bags packed. My shit's packed. I'll come to the crib. My shit'll be sitting outside, ready to go.
It'd be like a waiter to exhale.
Shit, didn't you sleep on the couch for a couple of days because you went and bought, all this money for your PC?
No, the PC was all love because that was Christmas.
Oh, I mean, I know it was all crispy, but I thought you were like.
He said Christmas. He didn't say crispy.
I thought you said you had a sugar coat with your wife though too.
Damn, Big Mike put your shit out there, bro.
Oh yeah, let me tell you. Anytime you spend more than me and the wife, you already got a pack. Anytime we spend more than $300, we discuss on the bill.
I remember. Yeah, it's smart, but I'm just saying. I remember you telling me and they were like, "Yo, Daddy, I'm gonna have to tell her, give her some of this sugar coating." Say, "Look, baby, I need this."
He said sugar coating. He had to rub them toes.
Now, was there some coaxing? Absolutely.
You're like, "Come on, baby, let me rub your feet. Let me get this GPU."
Yeah, my wife would be like, "Oh, you want that? Okay, well, the whole back part needs to be screwed and fixed." Like, damn, I gotta build a whole backyard.
Game of Despair said he laughed because he said prison Mike thought he heard crispy. Mike hungry, Bella. Mike hungry than a bitch right now.
Hey, who right? I mean, I know Dan's hungry.
I'm kind of hungry too. I'm not gonna lie.
Dan's hungry. I mean, Susie,
I'm starving. He's like, I'm starving.
No,
I ain't gonna lie. I'm starving.
I need DoorDash. Listen, DoorDash, if you're listening, DoorDash, if you're listening, go sponsor us.
Hello, DoorDash. Can I get some General Tso's chicken combo with chicken fried rice and a sponsorship, please? But honestly, I'm hungry than a bitch, and looking at this nugget, I would be fucking it up. Like it would be totally that money. Money would be
That
fucked.
shit don't even look filling. That shit don't even look filling. That shit looks like that shit looks like it's one popper in your mouth.
Let me tell you something. But it was 19. If he got a 20 piece, it was 19 next to it.
But you know what? If you turn it to the side, it's an alligator. And if you turn it to the other side, it's just Mickey Mouse. So how do you know that it's fucking?
It's an upside down bunny.
However you want to market it.
True, that is true.
For the one, you just flip it around, try selling it for the other.
I bet you when this motherfucker set this shit on his counter,
and it should be fresh.
I'm telling you,
I can feel it.
When he set this shit on the counter after buying it, right? He probably thought to himself, "Fuck, I need somebody to help me control my money," because like David said, literally, if you turn it sideways, it's a fucking alligator.
Looks like an alligator.
Dude, somebody got fucked. And not in the good way, dude. Like, they got fucked over, man. Dumbass shit. Listen, I like Among Us. Not this much. Like, that shit is garbage. Somebody wasted so much money, and they could have just gave it to us here on the show. Like, okay. I don't understand
it. They could have just hooked us up on the platform.
Look, you want us to dress like chicken nuggets for 100,000? Bet. I will go get a chicken nugget costume. I'll make sure it's mandated for everybody on the show that we have to come in as chicken nuggets. And if you don't, you're fired because we getting this 100K. I'm telling you, we getting this fucking 100K. And if it calls for us to do some nugget shit, we do it.
Hey, listen,
I'm telling you.
For whatever take I'm gonna take home on that 100,000, I'll wear that fucking chicken nugget costume. Goddamn right.
I would split it even amongst all of us, but I guarantee that being a nugget is mandatory. I guarantee it. So don't come on this up and say, "Well, I'm not wearing no nugget costume." Well, your ass is toast. Because I'm telling you.
I remember seeing all kinds of stupid shit like this back in the day too. Remember? I remember like
buying Elvis Presley donut shapes.
Yes.
Motherfucker had a sweat Jesus sweat and shit.
I know, I saw that. Yeah.
There was one time I remember it was either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys. It was one of the boy bands back in the day, and there was a piece of toast. One of the members ate a toast, took a bite out of it, and then someone put it on eBay to auction it off. It sold for like over thousands and thousands of dollars. I'm like, how the fuck do you even know he took a bite out of it?
What about the toast? What about the toast with Jesus? Remember the one that toast had Jesus on it? Jesus toast. That shit sold for like $50,000. I'm like,
what about the Jay Leno potato chip?
I know the Jay Leno potato chip. I'm about to do some shit. I'm about to straight hustle out here. I'm about to burn a face into a chip.
We're doing it wrong.
I'm telling you, we doing life wrong, man. I'm about to just straight juice folks, and I know people
need to just go and buy a bunch of like cookie cutters and just start slicing up random shit.
It has to look organic. So what you do is you arrange the chocolate chips in a way to where when it melts, it looks like it melts a figure. And then, or you get a chicken nugget, right? And then you add to it and rebread it and refry it. So it still has properties of a chicken nugget, but some of it is manipulated by you. You see what I'm saying? What? So get some tempura batter, you put an extra piece on that bitch, and you good to go. I'm telling you.
What you ought to do, Dan, just sell your bathwater. You're selling in the hot tub you're doing.
Nobody want my bathwater, dude. That shit is disgusting, dude. And if you buy my bathwater, I'm gonna ban you from the fucking chat. I'm telling you, because that means you're a nasty motherfucker.
You never know. Might as well say, look.
Nasty. No, they offer real money. If they say, Danny, I got to have a part of you, and any part of money. And if I say, well, you can have some of my bathwater, and they say, bet. Guess what the fuck I'm doing? I'm going to get a bottle just like this. I'm going to say, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to splash, I'm going to dip, and I'm going to sell that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bray said he wants some bathwater from you. Bray said he would like some bathwater from you.
Brace, don't foster this shit. Frozen said, Danny challenge create Among Us chicken nugget for... okay, so we putting money down that I can't create an Among Us chicken nugget? Bet. I know I got tempura batter. All I got to do is go to McDonald's, get a nugget, and then just add a piece of tempura tempura on it and fucking fry that shit up. And I'm gonna make I'm not even gonna do Among Us. I'm gonna do let's do Alloy from fucking Horizon. So I'm gonna try to make it.
I can
Bryce,
see
you want-
McDonald's going, can I have one chicken nugget, please?
No, I'm gonna get a 20 piece because I'm gonna eat 19 of them.
Bryce said he wants an annual. Bryce said he wants an annual subscription from you of your bathwater.
Man, stop it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all not finna do that. I'm about to chuck, man.
Ray said you're going to call it,
How much money you make, Danny?
I'm not doing it. He said,
Ray said you're going to call it what the fuck, dude, bathwater.
What the I'm not letting y'all do this to me today. I'm not letting y'all do this to me today. You said get that Amazon deal.
No.
He's selling for
It'll
$10.
Hold on, better yet.
No, it has to be called Wet and Dirty because it is.
There, that
Wet and Dirty.
There you go, Danny.
works. See, we got like a whole market for this. You got the wet and dirty bathwater by Danny. Then you also can do the double D bathwater. Because you got Dave and Danny.
I don't know why you keep including me.
Bray said booty sweat. Hold on. I'm not fucking with you. I'm not.
Thank you, Struggle.
What up, Struggle? Appreciate you, fam. But what we not doing is booty sweat. Mike got Trump's toenail clippings.
Oh my gosh.
He said Mike got Trump's toenail clippings from Amazon. He was like, he got them in a little baggie, and when it shakes, it rustles, like, because they're all fucking dry. Anyway, let's go ahead and.
Look, I mean, we can all get on this market. Look, I give my clipple sweat.
No! All right, let's go ahead and do our last story for the day. And Bella, I know you said you were interested in this, but Dynasty Warriors has a show on fucking Netflix.
Dynasty Warriors. I'm good.
Is it? Are you good? Is it garbage? Have you seen the trailer?
I was never a big fan of the game.
This looks amazing. I'm definitely watching it.
Let's check out the trailer. I haven't seen it.
I played, I think, one of the games. It wasn't really my thing.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen the trailer.
It was a lot of just the same. It was just a lot of the same hack and slash. And it was just.
So now this is a TV show. So how do you translate like fighting like 3 million dudes into a TV show, right? So like let's see it because I've never seen the trailer, so I'm gonna be just shocked as you guys. You said you get a free Dando with every bathwater purchase? Stop it! All right, let's go ahead. Let's go to play it. Here we go.
Say we got a whole market for it.
No.
Disgusting.
Wait, where's the audio? Where's my audio? Can you guys?
Failing already.
Hold on.
Oh, see, it's not even a cartoon. I thought it was a.
No, it's live action.
I'm good then. I'm real
Is
Gucci.
it not in English then?
No.
There we go.
Then I'm super Gucci. It's not even going to be.
It's not in English? Okay.
I'm fine with it not being in English.
I'm super Gucci. I'm super.
I'll watch it. I'm fine with that.
I mean, I remember watching. What was it? Oh, Full Metal Alchemist on Netflix. And I couldn't watch it. I was like, no, this is garbage. The live action movie, I was like, nah, that was hot garbage.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I saw the cartoon was dope, but I didn't see the
The cartoon was fucking dope, but the live action Full Metal Alchemist was hot, dude.
Wait, so it really is fucking Dynasty Warriors? They got dudes. They really do got dudes fighting thousands of fucking dudes.
Yeah.
You know what? I definitely got some stuff to say about this.
Oh my god, that CGI for that horse.
I know that shit.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a cartoon.
Yeah, I mean, so they are, like you said, thousands of motherfuckers.
It really is. Look at that shit. At least they did some game shit.
I'm super Gucci.
That's me.
That CGI is like, what? Well, some of that shit looks kind of litty though, but I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
This movie's going to get like a 4 out of 10.
Mike said it's not in my Trump language. I'm good. Gaming Disperser, let me know so I can invest in more stocks. No! We're not investing in the Dando. No! Mike said it's... Okay, there it is. I mean, all right, there we go. All right, so what do you guys think? What you think? I mean,
I'm not gonna lie. I do like them using big world-ending powers and shit. I mean, that shit's kind of cool, but
hard pass for me.
Do in Dynasty Warriors games, like it's.
And those games are ass.
I mean, I do like the representation. That shit's amazing. But I don't know. Live action shit never translates that.
I know the graphics artist in you was fucking tripping right now. So what's up, Bella?
Well, yeah, the graphics isn't really pretty, but I will say I watch a lot of Netflix let's just say a lot of Netflix Asian content. I watch a lot of Asian content. I like a lot of their content that isn't in English, so I'm used to this. And I will say when they do have original shows that isn't necessarily for America, but they, bring it over to our Netflix anyway, it's usually not that bad. So I'm hoping they take that form and they don't try to Americanize it or do some dumb shit. I know,
that's the scary part.
Right, like what they did with all the other shit. I think it might be okay. I don't know yet. I want to see it first. But the graphics, though, it's giving me
that horse
PlayStation
physics.
2.
Oh shit, PlayStation 2.
I got two words that sums the whole thing up. Or maybe make it 3 words. 3 words. Video game adaptation.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
I want to give it a chance.
How good can it really be? How good can it really be?
I want to give it a chance. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm gonna just good old.
Ain't getting no chance from me.
Why not, Mike?
And I will judge it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna at least watch one episode.
I don't think it's. I don't think
combat needs to be amazing, or it's not gonna work.
Is it a series or is it a full movie?
It's a series.
It's a series. It's a Netflix series.
Right.
Hold on, let me double check. Let me double check.
Dynasty Warriors is pretty much constant fight. And they know what they're gonna do. They're gonna have some fighting, and then it's gonna be a lot of fucking romance.
It might be a movie. I think it's a movie.
No,
it's a movie. Yeah, it's a movie. It's a movie, not a show. It's a movie. I see it. It's a movie, not a show.
Oh, it's a movie.
It's a movie.
You and Mike, you have your preference, and I have mine.
So what you think, Brandon? What you think, Brandon? What you think?
When July 1st hits around, I'm watching it.
Yeah.
So you all about it?
Because I like the Dynasty Warriors series. I think
trash.
It's a great game. As you think so, Mike.
They are trash.
There's a lot of people that actually like it, Mike. Just
that's you.
Because they don't go but what
And
Mike
me.
says.
Okay.
I'm gonna just give it a chance. I'm not gonna say it's good or bad until I see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least watch one episode.
I do want to see because some of that stuff looked lit though. Some of it did look good.
The thing around the neck, the staff rotating. I seen that.
That shit looked dope. Yeah,
I like the big ass powers. I mean, I did like when that motherfucker swiped the whole thing and 50 motherfuckers went up in the air.
Yeah. That was a cool moment. But I feel like, is that it?
But what do most trailers do? They show you the best parts.
That's true. That is true. Fuck you, Terry. I don't think it's gonna be. God damn it, Terry, you got me fucked up. It is, and I can't disagree with that.
All the best parts, man.
Yes, and so I guess I don't need to watch it. Fuck it, I've seen it. You know what I'm saying? I saw it right.
It's gonna be a lot of talking, and then all the best parts are right there.
Oh my god!
It's gonna be one battle. There's gonna be one major battle.
It's gonna, like I said,
the
it's
rest
a movie.
of it is gonna be a love interest, and probably 2 brothers fighting over the same fucking woman or some bullshit.
Nope, it's gonna be like
that might be fucking true.
That's gonna be real fucking.
I have nothing to say.
Like I said, I think I agree with it. It's gonna be like a fucking romance saga with some of that cheesy ass shit we just saw. You just saw a whole movie in the trailer.
It's like the game.
Brandon, you hurt like a motherfucker right now.
The Dynasty.
No, if it's like Bella said, and they keep it to the true Asian kind of film, then it won't have that.
Then it will be good. Yeah, then it'll be pretty good.
It's gonna be a goddamn love story. It's gonna be a love
story.
That shit.
No.
Now,
No.
now, what did you say? Now, what did Brandon say? It's going to be what? Wang? What would you say about Wang?
No, I didn't say Wang. Get that out of your mind.
Oh, your audio
What
shit.
you think about Wang for?
I was saying your audio shit, but I mean, what'd you say?
I said, if it's like the game, the game is basically like all the empires of the dynasty, like the dynasty empires.
Oh, and then I'm still Gucci because I don't like the game.
Okay.
Brandon,
I've tried them. And
it's
they just
okay,
don't sell
man.
me.
I tried. I played, I think, one of them
Yes.
on the Xbox One, and I did.
Yeah, I was trying-
It was just constant. I'm just gonna
Just
keep
take 'em
fighting
slashing.
the waves of dudes, doing the same fucking combos over and over. I got so fucking bored.
Nope. It put me to sleep.
It just was kind of boring. Like after a certain moment, okay, it's kind of cool at first, like when you get to, tossing people around, but then, after the 50,000th motherfucking person, it's like, well, I've had my fill, and then you just fucking go. Like you never return to. It's one of those games that I use because I played a few of the games, quite a few of them actually. But it's always been the same narrative. I'll get into it for about an hour and never return. Like it always ends up in my backlog. I never fucking play it again. I never enjoy it again. So, I can't really support it all the way. I just love that they're trying something. Like I love that Netflix like fuck it. Let's just try the dumbass shit. If it's garbage,
I remember when y'all,
it's garbage, but we'll try it.
I remember when you all watched Death Note, and you all trashed
Death
it.
Note was some other shit.
Because
that-
they ruined it. Because
Yeah.
they ruined it. Because they fucking ruined it. And there's a Japanese live action, and
I
even
know
though
there is.
that one's not perfect,
It was better than that, though. It was way better. It was way better than that. Yeah.
They screwed up the characters' dynamic. It was just so cringy. It was so fucking cringe.
Crazy
and then
man,
so
nigga,
dare
what
they
up?
put my dude in that movie, and then they fucked his character up too. L was weird and fidgety. He was
I know.
weird. Strange.
That's what happens though when all these adaptations, when they try to fucking bring them to the. What the problem I think is that everybody's always trying to put their own fucking magical spin on a story that's already
Exactly.
and it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The reason why it is popular because of the way that it is formatted. That's why I've always hated the X-Men movies. Because the outfits never really matched the narrative. It always was like some fucking emo, sad shit. And it wasn't, and it was like, damn, all you had to do was take 2 episodes from the fucking cartoon and mush them together to make a movie and just write.
It was good.
They just take the Phalanx saga and make that shit a movie.
Dude, that X-Men.
When it comes to the super
X-Men 1 and 2 was good. Now the rest were just
Shit was
I
garbage.
agree. X-Men 1 and 2 was decent. They definitely were decent.
Superhero stuff. A lot of these characters are larger than life and super powerful, and movies always calm them down, and they.
I know they always quell the power, and it's like
they do. They overly humanize them to make them a little more relatable. It's like, no, these people are freaking overpowered. Make them overpowered.
You know what I want?
Right.
I want a live action MODOK movie. That's what I want. I want somebody to sit in a suit that flies around and really sit. That shit is going to be garbage, but you know what? I want him to do it. I just want him to fucking do it.
Okay, wait. I'll second you. I want a live action Omni-Man movie because I'm tired of them.
Oh yeah, I'll take Omni-Man though.
You're gonna tell me.
I want to see.
You're gonna tell me.
From Invincible? Yes.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
You know, I think Patton Oswalt should just play MODOK in the live action.
No, I don't want live action MODOK.
Prime time.
Invisible was awesome. Invisible was awesome.
Invincible is amazing. Yes.
Danny, how are you gonna tell me you want a cringe live action MODOK, but you can't get behind primetime and me with our predictions for Ace Ventura?
No, I don't want Ace Ventura. I don't want Bella. Don't even.
Exactly.
It's Ventura.
Exactly.
You
Gary.
brought
Exactly.
up MODOK.
How are you gonna go and say
That's
that
right
the movies
down
with
there.
Ace Ventura make
MODOK.
no sense, but you're all for
Hold on.
cringy
MODOK is its. Hold on. MODOK is its own
live
character.
action with
Hold on.
American
I'm not saying. Hold on.
Danny,
It'd be different if I said, you know what? Hold on. It'd be different if it said, I want MODOK and Outriders. Right, like that, because you're crossing brands that should
I
not.
didn't want a live action MODOK in anything. Okay.
I mean, again, it spins around back to like when we got an adaptation of Dragon Ball the movie. Live
Oh
action
God,
Dragon Ball
please
movie.
don't
Are
start.
we talking about this?
No, we're not talking about that. We don't ever bring that up. No, that shit don't exist.
That's like he who shall not be named.
Right.
More the movies, yes.
Right. We're not going there. We're not doing that to our people.
I mean, I was so disappointed. I mean, I know you all were
Mike.
for the Dragon Ball live action movie.
Mike. We don't say that name around here.
That's it. Reason we don't say that name around here.
We don't say that. That was the most. I don't even want to talk about it. Let me just stop. Just stop.
That movie was a wet turd in the toilet.
Let's just stop.
Where we had a highlighted comment we missed. Star had a highlighted comment.
Okay, we got a highlighted comment. Okay, let's see where we're at. Mike also on Trump's campaign bus eating curly fries. Okay. Starlord said that Mortal Kombat movie was not all that good.
I liked it.
I hated Cole. I hated Cole. Loved everything else. Hated Cole.
Yeah. So
Cole was.
Cole was trash.
Cole was trash. But other than
It
that,
was safe. It was safe. It felt safe to me. I didn't like it.
They had a lot of problems with that movie. It was still enjoyable overall, but they had a lot of problems with that movie.
It felt safe. They
was.
wasn't pushing any boundaries.
I say I liked it, but I still like Mortal Kombat 1, the original movie better.
Exactly.
What up, Chef Naya? I see you. I see you.
Always.
Chef Naya up in here thirsting. I see you. I see you.
For those of you that seen that movie, and you want to hear my personal take, and I tear that movie apart, go look up my podcast, Just a Glimpse. I rip into the Mortal Kombat movie.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, don't fucking tag me on Twitter talking about Terry got you hurt. I don't want to hear that shit. Don't be tagging me. You know what I'm saying?
100% spoilers, so make sure you've seen it first.
What is that?
That's what I was wondering.
What's that?
That's gotta be.
That's supposed to be David.
It's gotta be David.
Finds in the kitchen.
David is motherfucking.
David's over there doing his French maid outfit on.
David making a quiche right now. Shit.
Have you all watched the new Conjuring movie?
Who?
The new Conjuring.
No.
Good movie.
No, fuck that shit.
Dude, a good movie. Good
Why you
flick.
say that? Do you not do scary movies? A lot of people I know don't do scary movies.
Listen,
I'm not a fan of
This
horror.
man don't do scary movies or scary games.
I do scary movies.
I love scary movies. I don't know.
I can't stand them. Oh my gosh.
I do a lot of scary movies. I just playing them is
Good
different.
scary
Playing games is scarier than watching the movie. Because game, you know, because like watching the movie, you kind of like, I'm eating some fucking popcorn. How scary is this? You know what I'm saying? But like a game though, you're like, yo, you're actually fucking in the bullshit. So it's like it kind of fucks you up.
See, that's always been my goal. When I ever meet Terry, me and her going to sit down and watch a scary movie.
Fuck
I don't
that.
care what.
She said, no, we're not. No, we're not.
We're going to watch a scary movie.
Star-Lord says scary movies are decent.
Actually,
Brace
the
it.
thought of that is scary itself. But go ahead.
I'm representing Terry's new shirt today.
We can't see you though.
Chef
Naya said,
Dollar General phone, man.
Chef Naya said, just wanted to see my evil wife. Oh shit.
Oh my god, PC.
Chef Naya said she a scary cat. Rip. Bad Bella, I'm good. Had it okay more. Okay, there you go. All right, so make sure I caught up. All right, you said Bray said that's what I want. VR, fuck that. I'm not fucking with no horror VR, man. Just not. I need my pants.
I don't do horror games anyway. I just like watching horror movies. That's a line.
Hey, I told you, I got you, Bella. I'm going to buy you Resident Evil Village. It's like,
Ooh,
on
let's give
PC,
it
so
up.
you can play it.
Scary to me though. That game isn't scary to me. That's the thing.
Oh,
That
you
one
will
is not
be.
scary.
Oh, you will be. There's a part in there that's going to
Watch people
fuck.
play it, and I'm just not like over here
Bella,
doing like this, like I have.
Let's
with other
do this.
games.
Let's do this. If he buys you Village, right? Let's put a bet. All right.
Oh,
He's
but
gonna get
that's
scared.
Let's do a
puzzles,
bet.
Like, suck at
There
puzzles.
there's a part in the middle of the game that's
Okay.
going to fuck your life up.
Your life up.
It's going to fuck you up. I guarantee
sure.
it. That's what I want to bet. Let's put some lives on the line. Let's go.
Oh, shit.
Let's go all 5 lives. You'll have 1, so you'll start the show in danger, right? Because if you and let's do all 5. If you get scared,
There's some spooky scenes
that's
in
what I'm
there.
saying.
There's
There's
some
a
spooky
part
scenes
in there that is so fucking spooky. And it's not just me being a scary ass bitch. This is like across the board. Like it is probably one of the most
Dude.
scariest parts in a fucking video game, and it is.
That's a reach. You
Big Mike. Here's what I want you to do, Big
What
Mike.
is that?
Send her fucking Resident Evil, right? And then we just get to the middle. Once you get to the middle, let us know so we can get this bet under the way. You down or no?
I'm down.
Woo!
I'm down. I'll do
We
it.
got here. We got
it takes a
witnesses.
lot-
I know,
We got
I
witnesses.
don't want to be forced to play it for Fright Night. When Fright Night season comes back, I know someone's gonna make me play that shit.
But you also,
Ooh.
you also got to play two, Terry. You got to play Resident Evil 2 remake.
I want to play Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, Resident Evil 2 remake was amazing.
Yeah, you haven't played it yet, but like I said, you got to play it.
He said,
I
I
wanna
get
play 2.
Yeah, Dad gets scared when a candle goes out. You goddamn right I get scared. Why the fuck is the candle going out?
Like,
You know what I'm saying? Have you ever tried to blow out a candle? That shit ain't easy. It's not like you go, and that's just out. You gotta go
Yeah, I
and
don't like
blow that motherfucker out. So if it go out, this some fucked up shit.
Like I said, I remember. I mean, it takes a lot for me to get scared, and I remember that scene where Danny's talking about, boy, my arm hairs were sticking up. And
I
everything.
froze. I literally dropped everything. Keyboard, mouse. I spun in a circle. I couldn't fucking. I couldn't fucking take it. Literally, I couldn't take it. I literally had to sit for like I think it was like
we'll
10,
see when I
15
get
minutes.
to it. We'll see. 'Cause
It is.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
easily scared. But like 7, I didn't find 7 that.
Oh,
scary at all.
this one. There's not. Honestly, it's really only truly scary in the mid part. It is very scary.
There's some jump scares.
It's some
in
jump
Village,
scares in the beginning, but that mid part is so fucking ridiculously terrifying that
You know what we're talking about, don't you, Brandon?
Don't say it, Brandon. Just don't say it. Don't say
Just
it.
say yes or no.
Yeah, I'm not looking at chat. No spoilers.
Don't look at chat.
Yeah, we're not saying spoilers, but I mean, you know what scene we're talking about, don't you, Brandon?
I just restarted my computer to get my camera working.
And this motherfucker said, I remember when it came out and kept telling myself I'll play it later and never, listen, when I saw what I saw, I could not fucking move. Like I couldn't move.
I remember Danny even cussed me out. He's like,
talking about Dead Space.
Oh, you talking about Dead Space? Okay.
Oh, I remember Dead Space. I
love
played
Dead
and beat
Space.
that one.
I love
I remember
that.
Danny even telling me after he saw that scene, he cussed me out. He's like,
Look at this.
he's
There
like,
it is.
Here, look at that.
there it
There
is.
we go. Woo!
But yeah, I remember Danny
Merch,
telling me when he
merch,
saw that
merch.
when he saw that scene, he cussed me out as Mike. Why the fuck did you not tell me?
Yeah, my Mike was like, you gotta play it, dude. You gotta get there. You gotta get to the middle part. I said, okay. Then he was like, dude, you gotta stream it in Discord because I really wasn't trying to go live. He's like, just do it in Discord so I can see how you feel about it. And when I got to that point, I was so scared. My mouse like
He screamed
cursor-
at me. He
I,
did.
my shit. I literally spun in a circle. Like I couldn't fucking control. Like fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck that shit. That's why I'm like, I'll put everything on it. And now, if you don't get scared, then I will lose all of mine until 1. And I will go down. I will be in danger. So that's the bet.
You're not worried, because I'm going to be mad if it's like a cheap jump scare.
It's not. It is not. It is quite fucked up.
Ray said, nice. Brandon cleaned up all those women up. He cleaned all the
Anyway, let's get the fuck up out of here because we've already.
Hold on, Danny. Were you
Yes.
guys talking about Dead Space?
Dead
No.
Space is dope as fuck. I mean, we don't got to talk about it. It's been out. I mean, it's amazing. I love Dead Space.
Well, we weren't talking about that.
We weren't talking about
Resident Evil
We're
Village.
talking about Resident Evil Village.
Oh, Village? Oh, yeah. I was.
Don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
Don't say what it was.
I'm just gonna say, I was like, I'm gonna shit myself scared.
Exactly. See?
And we talking people who play horror games and somebody who really is a scary ass motherfucker. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So
Like, my heart was racing through this whole fucking game.
even Kyle said when he played that scene, he's like, dude, that shit was scary as fuck.
that shit was scary as fuck. Chef Naya, I don't know who's eating, but I'm hungry than a bitch. I can tell you that right now. Like, I'm fucking hungry.
Okay.
And I know I got some bacon or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to get it. It's about to go.
We had our garage sale today. That's why I was a little. We made
How much you make?
Fat rat.
How much you make before we go? How much you make?
Oh, dude. I couldn't
Pennies?
fucking believe it, dude.
Pennies?
I didn't do.
I would
didn't
say
do shit.
probably a few $100s today.
Damn, dude. Send me. Hey, man. Cash at me so I can DoorDash.
So today I'm eating like a fat rat. I told the wifey I want wings and pizza because I've been eating like a fucking rabbit because I've been doing taekwondo and shit. So I said no today. I said I want fucking pizza and wings. So that's what we had today.
Oh yeah, don't get no
That
bullshit
sounds
pizza
good.
either. Get the best you can get.
No, I'm getting that
Come on.
Motor City pizza. And
Oh
I'm gonna get the big ass
yeah, Motor City.
Tomorrow,
So-
tomorrow
We
I'm
gotta,
gonna
I'm
try
actually thinking
again
about
for
ordering
the yard
pizza
sale.
today. We have a,
I want
we have
pizza
a place
too.
here. We have a
What'd you say, Terry?
place here. We have a place here called Stoner's Pizza, and they make
Oh
a big
shit, that sounds
18
good already.
Cool.
That
They
sounds
make a
great.
big 18-inch pizza. It's
Oh.
fucking huge, dude.
That
It's
sounds-
huge.
Ooh, I need an 18
Like
inch.
you have to like be careful how you hold the box because it's so fucking big. I love it. So I was thinking about getting one of those today.
Hell
Damn.
yeah,
Do
fuck
it.
that,
Do
Terry.
it.
Get one of them fucking things today. Hell,
I need that. I need it,
sounds
please.
good.
Please
that
send me.
sounds fucking delicious.
Send me.
So, Brandon, you're
I
so,
had fundraiser pizza.
so Brandon, yard sale wasn't successful?
No, there's people that stopped but didn't like really look because I think we started way too.
Dude,
late.
all you were selling was fucking bras from the women you got in your basement, dude.
Presentation.
Don't nobody want to buy that shit.
How about you go fuck
When it
yourself?
comes to Brandon, when it comes to like a yard sale or a garage sale, presentation is everything. You want to make it look like you have a lot of stuff.
Fucking hilarious.
Well, I know we started late
if
because
it's small,
usually
if
people
it's
wanna
small, people
stop
aren't gonna
early
stop.
in the morning,
What time did you start?
like noon, 1 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, that's
everybody
too
had already fucking shopped. That's why ain't nobody.
Yeah,
That's
sorry.
why you supposed to be. You supposed to be up at 10 a.m. with your shit 9
No,
a.m.
not even that. Not even that. You should be awake
tomorrow
like
we had-
5, 6. You should be
Yeah, we
awake
had
like
a bunch
5
of
6
fucking
o'clock in
kids'
the morning. And,
clothes.
Fuck you, Mike. I'm not waking up at 5 or 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning.
hey, that's how yard sales
Yeah, you
work.
gotta
People-
get up early. We was up at like 6 o'clock in the morning.
Today is my first goddamn day of vacation.
I don't care. I don't care. But I'm saying you want to sell this
I
shit.
goddamn care.
He said, "I goddamn care."
Or not? I'm saying. I'm just saying.
This vacation
Yard
is
sale.
not me. This vacation is not me and sleeping in.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't care if you sell it or not. I'm just saying mostly yard sales are up like 7 o'clock in the morning, out and about, getting it done. They're
Yeah.
home by like noon, maybe 2 o'clock.
Yep, yeah, we're done by about 1 o'clock, but we didn't get done till about 2-ish because we still had people buying shit, man. We had so many kid clothes. Dude, we had boxes and boxes and boxes of kids clothes, man.
Aw,
All these
look at
motherfuckers
the
in the neighborhood
fur
bought that
baby.
shit, man. Motherfuckers
What-
bought handfuls. Motherfuckers was just like, you want this? And we like, this shit. $5 at $1. Motherfuckers was buying everything. Dude, we literally have nothing left. We sold everything.
Chef, the beautiful lady
There you go,
top
man.
top
That's my
right.
dog, man.
Beautiful lady top right is Coquette
Which
Terry.
one?
You got
Oh,
top.
top
You got
right?
you got beautiful to the left. You got Bad Bella. You got beautiful to the right. You got Coquette Terry. Which one?
And in the middle.
In the middle, you got horrible thing, which is Brandon, and then you have the Blob, which is Big Mike, and then you have the Bronze Tiger, which is Dan the Man, and then you have Dave D, aka Ghost Cam. So I'm the Bronze Tiger.
And Brandon, let me tell you another thing. Don't be someone who use condoms. Nobody's gonna buy
Oh, anyway, let's end it. All right, so let's get the fuck up out of here.
Why?
say hi and go fuck yourself.
Let's go. Who we raiding? Who we raiding? Terry, you got somebody we can raid? Who we raiding? Who we raiding?
God damn it, Mike. You pissed me off today.
Shouts out to Bad Bella. Shouts out to Big Mike. Shouts out to Cool Cat Terry. Shouts out to Dave D. Shouts out to Brendan, the loser. And everybody in chat.
That's messed up, man.
Who we doing it, Terry?
Hold on, I gotta get past the.
He said, Raid Daddy's fridge fucking frozen. What's up, man?
There's no food in Danny's fridge.
Oh, I got hella. I want to cook it.
I'm gonna
Danny's,
drop
called
a
hashtag
link.
can't
If
cook.
you guys wanna, once again, for those of you that wanna listen to me tear apart the Mortal Kombat movie, I'm gonna drop the link to that. It's 100% spoiler.
Uh-oh, banning Terry. She dropping links.
Seen
I'm
it.
banning her. I'm banning her. I'm just like,
If you haven't seen the movie, don't listen to it.
right, please don't. I don't want to get tagged. Like I said, don't tag them with Terry. I'm like, I can't fucking help you, block. You know what I'm saying? So, you said you have 4 or 5 wives? You must be getting fucking cussed out every end you get. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker act like wives is great. Why having a wife is amazing. 5? I can't fucking deal with that
Yeah, I
pressure.
got somebody. He's playing Destiny 2.
On the couch.
Could you imagine 5 women telling me that I didn't take out the fucking trash? Yeah. Yeah.
I am super Gucci.
Yeah. I'm super Gucci. Give me one.
Right.
Give me. Well, all I need is one wife. All I need to be yelled at is one time. I don't need 5. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Fuck that shit. And then you
gotta
got
pick this shit up. You got another one. You gotta pick this shit up.
right.
That's
And
another one. I
then you
pick
got to
this
be
shit
a
up.
husband. You got to be a husband to 5.
Oh, I have a question.
Hell no.
Mike's one of yours.
Mike is not my wife. What the fuck are you talking about? Mike has tits, but he's not my wife. No.
Oh, please. When Mike
You said
calls
Bella
you,
is your wife? Oh shit, claimed. Cuffed. Oh shit. You better check them DMs, Naya. Check them DMs.
Don't lie, Danny. When Mike calls you, you get all giddy.
No, I don't. When Mike calls me, I literally throw up a little bit. When he calls me.
But
You answer so fast.
No.
does, though.
All right, people.
does.
We love you all. Fuck Big
I had a
Mike.
question.
No, you ain't got no question. Fuck you. Shouts out to Pat.
do.
Shouts out to Big Mike. Shouts out to Jerry.
Go on,
Shouts out to David. Shouts out to Brennan. All right, we love you all. We can't do this shit without you. We will catch you later on tonight. Love you. Peace. Peace. Peace.
What's your question?
Well, too late now. I was going to ask the chat, but I mean, you're sitting there rambling on.
Goddamn rambling on.
He did you guys a little bit. Tiny bit, small bit, kind of bit.
I'm hungry.
I'm starving.
Yes, I'm
I'm fucking starving. So I'm getting ready to jump out and do that.
I'll ask
They
you
have
guys.
wings, right?
You said what?
And they have like a whole Stoner's Pizza has like wings too, and they have like a lot of. No, I want one of theirs is called Red Dragon.
Ooh, so super spicy, right?
Red Dragon.
Please, I need spicy
I
wings
love
and a
the
pizza.
spicy.
God, I want that same shit too. I might do that.
Right? Now I gotta find something similar.
I know, not because I can't do no Pizza Hut shit after that. Like I need real pizza. Like I need real fucking pizza. So I don't know.
You don't
No,
want,
they have
you
no
want
their
frozen
pizza.
pizza?
No!
Their pizzas. They got big pizza. They call it. They have like your regular standard delivery sizes, and then they have their jumbo, which is that really fucking huge one.
That's what I want. I want a jumbo pizza
Right.
with 10 wings so I can eat on that shit all day.
Foldable slices.
Hell yeah, just
Yeah,
be like I put the wing on the pizza and then
One slice of their pizza fills my fucking plate.
that's what I'm talking about. And I
that
need
sounds like
that.
Goodfellas.
yeah. Oh, Goodfellas is fire. I do love Goodfellas. They have that here.
Yes.
Yeah, Goodfellas is really good.
Mike.
But you know, what?
Is anybody going to like hang with me tomorrow?
What you doing tomorrow?
Tomorrow I was going to stream the fight.
Oh, you gonna do it in Discord?
Yeah, I'm going to do this.
Oh, You talking about Jake Paul and
I might be in there. Actually, I will be in there. I will be in there to see the fuckery. I do want to see the fuckery. I love.
You want the
that's gonna
meme.
piss me
You talking
off.
about the
I want the
disgrace,
meme. I want
human
the
race,
meme.
The disgrace.
That's gonna piss me off.
Bello, you gonna show up? You might as well.
might.
You might as well. You might as well.
I
You know what I'm saying? Terry, you gonna watch the shit show or are you avoiding
You
it?
ain't gonna watch the fight. I know Terry.
She avoiding it. Brandon, you gonna be
Yeah,
there?
I'm avoiding that shit
I'll
too.
be
Y'all
there.
just tell me
I'll be
who won,
garbage.
which America,
come on,
America
Dave.
who lost.
What time?
Come on,
That's
Dave.
what I'm
The fight starts at 8, but like probably the main fight's gonna start about 10, 11 o'clock.
Okay, so be there around 7-ish.
No, I'll probably be there
Alright,
around.
cool.
I'll probably be there a little later, probably about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock for me.
That'll be fine. That'll be fine.
Yeah, because I'll be there right for a couple fights before the main fight because I only really want to see the meme. That's all.
Yeah, so that's why I want. That's why
I just want to see the
main
meme.
fight.
I want the meme to happen in real time.
Me and King both think that Mayweather's going to fall.
Yeah, I think Mayweather's gonna fall, and the reason why is
What?
I'm talking about for the money. I'm talking about for the money. I'm talking about because we talking about the
I think it's gonna be for the
degradation of
money.
boxing. That's
What?
exactly what's happening.
You know
The
what?
shame, the absolute. I'm not in this.
It's going to be soulless.
No.
It's going to be soulless. It's going to be devoid of any morals. It's going to be a corporate shit show. It's going to be filled with just nothingness, no soul, and it's just going to be a boxing for people who want their soul sucked. And that's all.
I'm there just to see the memes and then watch Twitter burn.
Yeah. Usually when we watch this stuff, it's literally it's for the memes. It's the memes
Too
and
many pay-per-views are just underwhelming.
it's so garbage. We're not paying for it.
it.
Yeah. Me and Big Mike got the dark links.
Okay.
We got dark links.
Usually it's so underwhelming.
I was like, I got dark links. I ain't paying for this shit.
Yeah. We don't pay for it. Yeah, fuck
It's
that
like
dumbass
$60.
shit.
It's $60. I'm like, I ain't paying for
The
it.
last two we watched, we didn't fucking pay. We was like, fuck that dumbass shit.
Come on, Dave. Show up about like 9, 10 o'clock. You can watch this fight, and you can watch, Mayweather fall.
Yeah, you can come and watch the fuckery, David, late night. It's like 10:30.
I'm gonna tell you, man. I really like that. My last memory in boxing was with Tyson. You know what I'm saying? How much I like how he fought. And even though that fight between Roy Jones and Mike Tyson was slow as fuck, Mike Tyson still looked good. And that's the last memory I want of boxing. So I don't want to see any more degradation and see a Jake Paul. And just seeing his face just makes my whole soul cringe. I can't take it. So I won't be there, but y'all tell me what happened.
All right.
This ain't Jake Paul. This is Logan Paul. This is his younger brother.
It's the same person.
Same person. Literally, Jake and Logan is
They're both fucking clones of each other.
right. They're both
And they
clones
came
of
out of
the same
Ohio,
garbage.
making us look bad and shit.
I remember your face. I heard you cry when Nate Robbins went down with that one punch.
It wasn't a cry. It was more like
my soul crushed because I said, "Dang, boxing has lost everything." I said, boxing is now.
boxing is dead. Boxing is dead as fuck.
Toys. To me, boxing now is even worse than wrestling. It's like toys now. It's like it's almost just like reading a Dr. Seuss book, just fiction, pure, just unadulterated fiction. Now it's not even real anymore.
But the memes were hilarious. You can't say the memes weren't hilarious.
The memes are hilarious, though. That was
memes
hell. I even did it. I even got into that. I did memes for that.
At what cost? At what cost?
At what cost, David? I'm gonna say this last thing. I'm gonna get out of here. The cost was dignity. All right, I'm the fuck up out of here. Good show, folks. Good show, folks. All right. Peace.
Take it easy, guys.
Yeah, take care.